Check, check, check. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Happy Wednesday morning to you. Wednesdays are for props. Props are not for boats. Ladies and gentlemen, I am very excited for today's stream. Every now and then you stumble across a little gem. And I believe we have one here in front of us. So, there's a lot to take in with this airplane. It's definitely something that is not of the norm. And if you're like me, you're kind of just tired of the same old stuff, right? We fly the 738 MAX. Well, we haven't really flown it too much, but I'd rather have the NG. But we have 737s, we got Airbuses, we got tube liners, you know. The MD-80, I love it. You guys apparently don't love it that much because you guys don't like to watch the MD-80 streams. But this airplane is, I think, going to be a nice little mix-up of something fresh. It's still a tube liner. We still have a tube, and we still have passengers. It's still an airliner, but it's a prop. And it's not that hard to figure out. It's actually pretty easy, pretty straightforward. It's definitely old school. And I tell you what, I know it's local legends. There have been some local legends airplanes before that have not been very good. Listen, I'm not going to say you can go take this airplane off, do a V1 cut, or do an engine failure and feather, and, you know, I'm sure all that stuff isn't there. But the normal day-to-day A to B flying with this airplane that I've done so far has been very, very fun. The flight modeling, the handling, it feels like I'm flying an old school, just not a box truck, but just an old school prop with straight Hershey bar wings. So, I think you guys are going to like this stream, and we may end up doing a second leg. I was going to do Revolution. I was going to fly in Alaska, but right now the weather is so bad that we wouldn't be able to see any of the juice. So we're going to save the Alaska stream. And I was also going to do Hawaii because there's some super, super cool old school liveries for this airplane. And the model, the exterior model is fantastic. You can see that it's old. You can see like the pressurization dimpling, like just looking at it here from the ramp. I mean, it is pretty cool. So, the Piedmont livery is fantastic. Yes, Piedmont livery is fantastic. I have the Piedmont, this one, Revolution. All the Japan liveries are fantastic. They're all great. I will say my favorite part is, what'd I do? Okay, there we go. I will say my favorite part on the liveries is if you have the ones that have like the brushed aluminum engines. The painted engines don't look all that awesome. The texturing is not the greatest there, but still, it looks it still looks pretty good. And I think these look a little bit better. But anyway, I'm going to skip all the shout-outs. Thank you all for tuning in here. Aviation Dude 95, commercial pilot, 12 months of support. Thank you so much for your support. Appreciate you. Pumped for this one, Brad. Me too. And Jameson, hey, look, a year, 1 month in. Look at that. You guys are awesome. Thank you, Brad and Jameson, for your 10 and 12 months respectively. And yeah, this one's going to be a fun little stream. Now, we're flying from Arcata, California, ACV here. I wound the time back a little bit so we get a nice little sunrise. But look at this ramp, chat. I mean, I've been on this ramp so many times flying freight. And they used to have a SkyWest United come in here. It was the Saab, I think it was the Saab 340 used to come in here. And I don't know if they still do, if they still serve this airport or not. But this is real life. Like, if you've been in this part of the country, this part of California, in the fall, look at the trees turning colors. I've got my pumpkin spice latte next to me, and I can just smell some old school flying. Why does it have 2 registrations? Because I forgot to remove the ASXGS on it. That's on me. Somebody said to do that, and I forgot to do it. So we're gonna have to roll with it because I don't want to reload the whole flight right now. So, without further ado, let's do a little walk around, shall we? Let's go ahead and pull our little pedo covers off there. This is what Arcata looks like, 10 out of 10. I agree, Zach. We got our GPU plugged in here. We're ready to go. We've got our chocks on. We'll leave those for right now. It does look kind of conveyor. Somebody said that. Also, kind of like a Temu Electra, you know? A Temu Electra is what it looks like, if you ask me. Coming down here, look at these big old honkers. I love it. Got some decent modeling here. I mean, look. I picked this up for $12. This was not free. I picked it up for $12.99. It's on sale right now. So look, for $12.99, we're going to tamper our expectations a little bit. But I'm going to tell you, when it comes to the flying aspect, it flies better than some more expensive props that I've flown in the sim. So just keep that in mind. It is on sale right now. I think it was $19.99, and then right now it's on sale for $12.99. You can also rent it and do all that stuff if you want to test it out. Now, I will say, using my force feedback yoke, I mean, you can make any airplane fly really good. And if it already has a decent flight model and then you use force feedback, it's so much fun. So if you do have a force feedback yoke, you probably really enjoy it. I'm also working on a profile, dedicated YS-11 profile for the YS-11 here on my Bruner, and it's pretty good. Dougal McTavish, what's going on, my man? I did just say big honkers, man. That's how excited I am. We got 2 big honkers down here. These engines, dude. I love it, Dougal. Let's see. We've got the American Eagle. That's me. That's my bad right there. All right. So nice little walk around. These are your landing lights. They do extend out. I mean, that's pretty cool. I mean, shoot. Anybody remember the toeless landing lights? All right. Let's go ahead and open the door. Get things loaded up. I just want my Q400. I mean, Q400. Yeah, I can't wait for that too. But man, I'm going to be waiting a long time. I just need something fresh, you know. I need something fresh. Welcome to this old school cockpit. And it's actually, hold on. I need to, what for the, oh, I need to open the door to activate. Let's go ahead and drop the stairs. I forget what I was going to say. It doesn't matter. Let's go ahead. We'll do a full cabin tour and everything later. Let's go ahead and pop. Wait, no, that's... unlock. How do I open the door here? I've never actually opened the door from inside. It's the stairway. Unlock. Can you not click? Maybe I have to use the that's the one thing I don't love, is when you click on the door, it... There we go. It brings you inside. Like, I wish I could open the door from the outside view and then leave it. All right, so the door's open. So can we deploy the stairs? Look at this. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Where you open the door and then it automatically brings you inside. Too bad the directions are in Japanese. I know, right? Can anybody read the... Yeah, I'm kind of stuck on the directions here. Mechanical lock handle, I got that. Red light bad. Cool, we got our stairs out. All right, let's go ahead and get everything juiced up. Suspiciously looks like an Any Builds set. Well, it is. It's Any Builds and somebody else, right? Any Builds and someone else made this. Look at that, though. I mean, come on. I love it. I love it. All right. Up to the overhead. Let's go to the battery switch. We'll get battery switch on. We'll turn the external power on. We'll get that turned on, like so. Cockpit's going to come to life here a little bit. While we wait, I'm going to go ahead and we'll turn on the radio masters. And we'll get the generator 1 and 2 on ground power. Let's get the navigation lights on. Inspection light. What is that actually? Is that the ice light, I guess? So this airplane at night has actually pretty cool lighting in the cockpit. I actually really like it. All right, so we've got that set. We'll keep those power sources off for right now. We don't need any anti-ice. We don't need a no smoking or fasten seat belts. And this is the co-pilot reading light. What does that do? Increases load, whatever that does. I don't want that. Where's the, there is a floodlight around here. It's on the top, right? Turn a little floodlight on. Make it just a little bit brighter for us. Okay, now, should we or should we not use the GPS? So if we come out here, options, we can go ahead and go classic. Azobo, no, it's the working title 430. It's the working title 430, and it's actually really good, man. And I actually like the way they mounted this because this looks legit. But I say we go old school. So let's go classic. And now we're old school. Now we're gonna be flying radio nav. So I just, you know, sometimes it's nice to have that for looking at stuff like on the ground, you know, like landmarks and stuff. But for this flight, we don't really need it. We'll come down here. As far as charts are concerned, you've got all of your charts. Sim brief, ACV is not found in this one. Obvious, not good, of course. And then we'll do our weight and balance with the tablet. So what we'll do here is we will go to aircraft and flight performances. We'll go mass and balance. We're gonna load up like so. Let's take 78%. Okay, so we'll load aircraft. We'll just load it immediately. As far as cargo, we'll take about 40%. We'll load aircraft. And as far as fuel is concerned, right now we're just over max weight, but we don't need all this gas. Looking at my SimBrief block fuel, we need 8,000 pounds, 8,100. So right now we have, I need this in pounds. We actually, all right, we're gonna have to reduce fuel, or reduce our cargo, 8,100. So I'm gonna load that. Cargo, we're gonna drop you back down a little bit. Let's get you under max weight. There we go, 100 pounds, load aircraft. All right, so now we're back to proper weight and balance. I'm going to go back to the aircraft and we're going to do the checklist stuff here in a minute. Alright, so pre-flight, I will start there after we close you though, and let's go ahead and get our ATISes. Why does it say comm radios are off? That's because they're off. On. Alright. Center, good morning. Eagle Flight 357, like to pick up IFR clearance to San Jose.
Eagle Flight 357, Seattle Center, cleared to Mineta, San Jose. HOCUT 5 departure with the Fortuna transition, then is filed. Maintain 4000, departure with me, squawk 2730.
Clear to San Jose, HOCUT 5 departure, Fortuna transition, then as filed. Maintain 4000, departure frequency with you, squawk 2730 for Eagle Flight 357.
Eagle Flight 357, read back correct. Starter taxi at pilot's discretion, hold for release. Report holding short runway 1.
Alright, start taxi, pilot's discretion, hold for release. We'll report holding short runway 1 for Eagle Flight 357. 2730. 2730 is set. Magic Barrel ref is set. There's no altitude window there's like no altitude window where you set and hold. So you're gonna have to maintain 4,000. We'll have to keep that in mind so we don't forget. What's up, AJ? Thanks for the $3 super chat, man. Hi-Fi Saab 340 would be so much better. Yeah, but we don't have a Saab though, so this is what we got, and it's pretty dang good for 12 bucks, man. Did you turn the radio fan on? No. Do I need the radio fan on? Is that bad? I didn't turn it on yet, but I'll turn on the radio fan. All right, so let's set up our instruments. We've got Magic Barrel Ref 29087. We're going to 4,000. There's nowhere to set 4,000 feet. You're just going to have to remember. So with that set, we will do our transponder, which is already set down here, 2730. I guess we'll turn it off until we start up. So that is set. The fuel trim is half. Okay, these all look good. This is off, or off, and these are idle. Yes, they are. Okay, good. Now for our navigation radios, since we're going to be doing old school departure, let's go back to Navigraph. And we're going to basically fly direct to Fortuna, which is going to be 1140. So 1140 will be our nav 1. From there, we're going to follow the airway Victor 27, which is course 136. So this is some old school stuff. We're going to set 136 over here. I use Beyond ATC. Yep. 136. 136 is set for our course reminder. After that, we have a changeover point from Fortuna to Mendocino VOR, which is 1123. So we can put that in navigation 2. 112.3. I love these old school nav radios. I didn't love them when I had them, but this is it's like, because you can, like, you'll tune a frequency, or like if you're doing a comm and you're talking, it's like, okay, contact 24.5, and like you'll start turning the radio before you finish your transmission, and you realize you just tuned off the frequency. Yeah, old school. No radio reset too. Like if you forget, you can't just go back to the last assigned frequency. Old school stuff, man. Absolutely love it. So those are the two radios we've got in there. We've got 14 nothing, and then we've got Mendocino in there at 12.3. Nothing else to tune. Let's see. You could.
United 2230.
You could use what I used to use the ADF as a backup. So the course off of Mendocino is going to be 320, which is 140 inbound. So I guess I can't change it. Change the freak. I can't change the ADF freak. Okay, I guess you can't change the ADF freak, but what I would do is I'd put 140 in there just so I could have a backup, you know, just using anything in the cockpit to give me some information. All right. So that's pretty much all we can set up. It's that simple. So we've got our weights, we've got everything set there. That pulls that. Let's go ahead and pull chocks. Come back in here. Let's go to ground equipment. We'll go ahead and get rid of the baggage cart, the fuel truck, and close all doors. I hit close, right? They're not going to open up. All doors are closed. With that done, let's get the main booster, anti-collision light. Bring up my checklist here. Before start, boost pumps, turn on all booster pumps, so that's checked. Anti-collision lights on. HPC lever, check at the off position. It is. And parking brake is set. Engine start checklist. Throttles min, HPC levers are off. Engine 2 start, HPC's coming on. Starter master, we'll do all that. We repeat, and then we'll come back to the checklist. Okay, so we are ready. Let's open up the window for engine start. Okay, so to start engine number 2, I'm going to go ahead and turn off the radios. I'm going to turn the fasten seatbelt, no smoking lights coming on. We're going to do number 2 ignition. Engine select number 2, start master energized, 4 seconds, and then we shall release. Clear, prop. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000. It stays in. Wait for the light to extinguish. Lights extinguished. Ignition off. We're going to go number 1. Ignition select to 1. Turning 1. 1, 1,000. 2, 1,000. 3, 1,000. 4, 1,000. It didn't stay in. We forgot to turn this on. Now try it. 1, 1,000. 2, 1,000. 3, 1,000. 4, 1,000. Ignition switch stays in. The main booster pumps are on, Peter. Oh, yes. I freaking love it. Alright, I can't hear myself think. Can't hear myself think, so let's go ahead and close that. Now let's go do some additional stuff. So you notice here we have the main booster pumps are on, alright, so you can calm down with your booster pump problems. We're going to go generator 1 is on, generator 2 is on, external power disconnect. We're going to reset WF power. And then emergency inverter stays off, but I think you check it, and then you saw the movement. There we go. Those are all up and running. Let's get our avionics going on. 2, 3, 4. That looks good. We no longer need the dome light. We'll turn you off. And we need to go ahead and juice up some more pilot lighting here. We'll turn you up. Turn you up. Reading light to half. There we go. It looks better. It looks better when we're kind of in that no man zone for the lights. All right, we're gonna go ahead and set flaps to 10. Now it's either, is it 10 or 20 for takeoff? Let's do 20, because we're pretty heavy. Let's go flaps 20 for takeoff. Flight controls, free and correct. There we go, that looks good. Okay, so with that done, we'll go ahead and disconnect the ground power unit. We don't need this anymore. We do have charts down here, but we don't have ACV charts, so we don't even need any more of this. So we'll just leave this page as is. All right, so after start, these go to here, I believe. I forgot the hold, stop, withhold switches or whatever. This is connected to the throttle. That is good. Trims are set. All right. After engine start checklist, de-icing not required. Generators are on. Inverters both on. External power is off. Start masters are. Did I de-energize all that? I didn't. So engine off. Off.
Hoping for a live stream when I'm not working so I can stick around.
My
Got
man.
to get back to work, but here's some Barry Bale money.
Thank you for
Glad
the
to see
pink
you
angle check,
streaming.
my man.
Take care.
Appreciate you. Thank you for the Barry Bale money. We'll have to go ahead and get him out of prison, man. Appreciate you. Thank you for the bank angle check, man. All right, so we secured the ignitions on the top. HPCs are full forward. Fuel trimmer set for takeoff. So that's going to come down here. We're going to move you increase to full. Fuel trim is full set. Radar standby ground equipment is disconnected. Taxi checklist. Pitot heat are up here. Pitot heater is on. Radio panel is on. Flaps 15 degrees. They are 15 degrees. That checks. Takeoff briefing. Transponder. We need to get the transponder on. Let's come down here. We're going to go transponder on. 2730 system A. Altitude reporting is on. That checks. Flight controls check. Condition lever ground. External lights, we'll get those. Park brake and taxi. We are cooking with gas, chat. Turk, thanks for the $2 super chat, man. Full flap would never miss super chats. Big scam. What, did I miss a super chat? No, I didn't. Thank you, Turk, for the $2 super chat. Appreciate you, man. Oh my gosh, FO food stamp fund. I did miss it, Turk. Sorry, dude. Listen, man, this is a I am highly engaged here with this aircraft. I'm trying not to break things. Thank you, man, for the super chat. Sorry I missed it. I appreciate you. It's probably why my phone's blowing up, because you're over there texting in the background, aren't you? Go figure. All right, let's go ahead and go flying. Pitot heaters are on. Taxi light is on. Look at this burn, man. Flight controls are check. Runway 1 for departure. I wonder what the windsock is doing. Somebody find a windsock. Oh yeah, we do need to go to runway 1. Wow, I've never taken off runway 1 here in Arcata. So, brakes released. We're going. Like how this plane, however, it's quite difficult to control speed on the ground. Yeah, that's the challenge of these old school engines, man. It's not like a PT6 where you just run them into beta. Basically, what I've found the best way to control this airplane on the ground is leave your power as low as you can here and just kind of let it roll. And for turning, you really got to be slow, because you'll snub that nose wheel. If you start to go too fast, it will not won't turn very well. Just a little bit of juice here to get us going, and then we will accelerate down this taxiway. Does the checklist have engine 1 and 2 master ground up? What is that, AJ? Appreciate the $3 super chat, man. I don't know what that means. I think you're probably trolling. Whatever it is, thanks for the $3 super chat. Wingnut, thanks for the $2 super chat. Highly engaged equals I'd like a grande, not a venti. Oh, thank you, Wingnut, for the $2 super chat. Hey, what are you doing here? I thought you were out flying today with no seniority or anything like that. Go back to work, man. Leave my props to me. This place looks like a ghost town. It pretty much is. It pretty much is a ghost town. All right, I'm gonna spin my heading bug around. Wait a second. Runway 1. Hold on, chat. That's 3-2. Runway 1 is over there. Runway 1? We're not taking runway 1. We're gonna blast off not runway 1. Is this a Timu Convair? It is, man. Hold on. Let me, I need the winds around here. There's no wind reporting at this airport, so we just have to look at the wind sign. Where's the wind sign? It's pretty much calm. Let's take runway 14. Runway 1 is going to be too short. We're going to go down to runway 14. So I'm going to spin my heading bug around. Is it 14 or 16? I think it's 14. Somewhere around there. I think it's 14. Yeah, he gave us runway 1, but it's uncontrolled, and runway 1 is too short, I believe. Let me take a look here at the Navigraph. Is there any... I don't think there's any charts for ACV. Oh, there is. Yeah, runway 1's only 4,500 feet. We're going to runway 14. Current weather says winds are 110 at 3, so perfect. Perfect. I like it. We're going to go runway 14 for departure. The prop gauges are pretty wild. Arcata traffic, Eagle Flight 357 crossing runway 1 and 19, Arcata. Does the radar light up? I actually don't know. I haven't messed with the radar. I don't even know how to turn the radar on, to be honest with you. Now we know why the FO was nervous and drinks? Absolutely, AJ. I'd be nervous too. Imagine flying this freaking thing around. I freaking love it, dude. Talk about old school, man. These old prop gauges, they really get me. Because these are the prop gauges I had, but they were smaller. They were about this size when I was flying the old 99A models. Are there lights for the gauges? There are, Vodka. We're in the weird 2024 lighting environment where like some you have to be a little bit darker. Let's see, I can turn these all the way up. When you do it at night or when it's officially Microsoft night lighting time, the cockpit looks really good. But when you get to that sunrise where the cockpit lights just kind of flick off even though they're on, it's just a weird Microsoft thing. But the night lighting is pretty darn good. No, it's not a beta sim issue because it's a dev issue. So like the Fenix, even the Fenix had that problem, but they've come out with the update and now your lights work perfectly in the Fenix on 2024. It's not a sim issue, it's a dev issue. And I noticed it's only planes now that are 2020 compatible. So like it's when they try to make the poop sim 2020 airplanes fly in 2024, you get issues. That's why 2024 is the GOAT sim. Are we flying to San Jose or we're driving? Calm down, Mr. Martini. Sushi for lunch? We're getting full Orient this stream. Next stream, Wingnut. So there's some really cool Japan liveries for this airplane, man. Really, really cool. So I need a route in Japan because I'm going to download the world update and we'll take Wingnut since Wingnut is 100% Japanese. So we're going to take him along with us. He can be the FO tour guide. Just coming back into simming, is this 24? Hey, 24 for me has been perfect, man. I've been on 24 since day one. It's had its issues, no doubt. The last sim update was terrible because you couldn't bind controls. Now in sim update 3, I'm not having any issues. It's run stable. I don't even have 2020 installed anymore, man. All right, we're going to hold short here, 1-4. I love the sponginess of the brakes. The suspension is nice. All right, let's let them know.
Lease. Eagle Flight 357, release for departure. Clearance void, if not off, by 1510 Zulu. If not off, by 1510 Zulu. Contact no later than 1520 Zulu. Time now 1450 Zulu. Frequency change approved.
All right, we are released for departure. Clearance void if not off by 1510 Zulu. If not off by 1510 Zulu, contact no later than 1520 Zulu. Time now 1450 Zulu. Frequency change approved. Eagle Flight 357. All right. Auto respond is on. Brakes are released. We're going flying. Now, what's cool is, I believe this is tied to the power lever. So it should go forward when we add power. We'll see. If not, we'll move it forward automatically. All right, lights are coming on. Love it. That controller sounds exactly like a controller not getting paid because of government shutdown. Truth. Immersion level 1000. So I'm going to try to be real slow here. This airplane's a bit of a dog, and we're also really heavy, so... Whoa. The mouse got all glitched. I've started to snub the nose wheel. All right. Let's see. Trims. There's no like official trim setting. Do we have to like set a trim setting for takeoff? I don't think so. All right. Godspeed. Runway heading checks. Now I'm going to move the power up, and I'm going to see if the... I think it's supposed to go forward automatically. All right, here we go. About 50%. Now run them all the way up. Nice and smooth, nice and smooth. Watching those temps. We should be plenty fine on temps today. It's nice and cool out. Power set. Props are coming all the way up. Lights out. I think it will automatically go away if I have to double check that. 100 knots. Right about 115, 120 is when she likes to lift off. V1, rotate. You really got to get a nice little deadband there. You got to get her up and get her flying. Oh my gosh, positive brake, gear up. Look at the trees, I freaking love it. Trimming. Let's let the FO go to work.
Seattle Center, Eagle Flight 357. Good morning, 700 feet.
Eagle Flight 357, Seattle Center, radar contact. Climb and maintain 16,000 feet. Altimeter 2982.
There's 1,000 feet, lower the nose.
Climb and maintain 16,000 feet, altimeter 2982. Eagle Flight 357, welcome to war.
What the heck is that? I mean, it sounded like I was speaking Japanese there. All right, lowering the nose so we can clean up here. 150 flaps 10. I freaking love it, man. I don't know what my guy is saying, but it's too funny. Oh, watch the nose there. Watch the nose. Flaps coming up. Nice little sink. I can feel it in the yoke. You really got to adjust that trim as you clean up. Now, did he give us a heading? I don't think he did. Oh, breakout. Alright, I'm going to turn the noise-canceling headphones on. Let me get myself trimmed out here. 500 feet, we're heading 140. Alright, so turn on our nav radios would help. That'll give us some juice. We need to go to the VOR, which is going to be, I'm assuming, out here somewhere. Yeah, we're going to nav to Fortuna. Alright, we're naving to Fortuna. Spin my heading bug around. Now, the autopilot will work just fine. I actually don't know a good climb speed. Maybe we should trim up when we do 190. Alright, we're going to go towards the Fortuna VOR. Get us en route. And what we're going to do now is checklist. After takeoff, in flight, takeoff checklist, taxi, transponder lights, brakes, condition lever,
Eagle Flight
throttles.
357, you're off course. Cleared direct Fortuna, resume own navigation.
Affirm. Clear direct Fortuna. Resume mode navigation. Eagle Flight 357.
Alright, direct to, I think we're going there now. I don't know why he was upset about that. Rudder is required, rotate, landing, retract, climb checklist, landing lights, cabin signs, flaps, pressurization check, normal, which is over here, which is in the normal position. Alright, cool. That's checked, and fuel trimmer will get through to 50%. So we'll come back down here, decrease, fuel trim, 50%. $11 miles to Fortuna VOR. Now what I'll do is I'll engage the autopilot here. Autopilot is super basic, but it works great. So I'm pretty much trimmed out the way I want to be. So what we're going to do is we're just going to select heading mode. All right. And it's going to follow the heading mode, and I can adjust my pitch with my pitch reference binding, which is basically the trim wheel here. So right now I'm going to leave it as is because everything looks fine, but it's locked in. You know, if I wanted to decrease my rate of climb, I could pitch down, trim down a little bit, and it'll reset. But right now, she's doing just fine. We got our noise canceling headphones on here. Turn it down a little bit more. Yeah, there's a vertical speed wheel, but you can adjust it with a binding, which is what I have. I have my binding there, so I don't have to do that. Flying Navy's over here blowing me up, making fun of my YS-11. All right, what was the course off of Fortuna? Anybody remember? Because I had I flung this around 146 or something. Course out of Fortuna was the 136. 136. Oh, we were off course because he wanted us on that departure. My bad. All right, so I'm going to set 136 here. This is some old school nav radios. 136. This is still saying to the station. This is acting like an RMI. All right, I'm going to actually... No, I'll lower it just a tad. Oh yeah, we'll do a cabin tour here in a minute as well. Let's get up to cruise altitude. It's going to take some time. Freaking love it, man. Look at those beautiful clouds. Oh, we got to get the landing lights. Those cause drag. So landing lights off and retract them. There we go. We'll turn the inspection light off as well. Get rid of some drag here. Yeah, and you can adjust it if you want to use the click spot. You see how it moves the trim for you? Just slightly lower the nose. All right, we're about 4 miles, and I'm going to cut the corner here a little bit. So I'm going to move my heading bug. We'll cut the corner. We'll join the radial. I freaking love it, man. There's something about this airplane that I'm liking a lot. I'm liking it a lot. The reason the YS-11 was withdrawn from service in Japan was the lack of TCAS, which was mandated in 06. It was too expensive to install. Wow, that's crazy. Mick Sesh, what's up, man? Just popping in. Today's my first day of IFR training. Woohoo! Enjoy it, dude. Any advice? Nah, man. First day of IFR, just have fun, dude. You're gonna learn a lot. It's gonna be like it might be like the original drinking from a fire hose. You know, when you first started training, because there's just so much. But nah, man. IFR is fun. It's a fun one, dude. All right, so you can see there's the to from flip. And what I mean by to from flip is it actually says from now. So I want to join course 136 from the station. So I need to set up an intercept heading. I'm going to do about 150. We're 3 miles from Fortuna, and we're tracking outbound now. We're at a 10,700, climbing to 16,000, which is you don't have anywhere to put it. You can see our cabin differential is climbing. The cabin is climbing. And the pressurization is in normal. So it's pretty easy. Lucas, what's up, man? Thank you for the 13-month support. Noise canceling headphones on a YS-11. Yeah, hey, we're using our Bose A20s, man. We got our Bose A20s on. See, she's got Dave Clark's on, but I got my Bose A20s on. All right, so now to join this airway, I'm just waiting until this gets nice and centered up here, and then we will turn to 136, and we'll have to make a few adjustments for our wind correction. But you know, if you have the GPS, it's a lot easier. But we'll fiddle with it for a few minutes to get our wind correction. But we're just keeping an eye on this on a 150 to join. This plane is fun. On release it was $12. So how much it is now? Yeah, it's $12 right now, I believe. It's on sale. It's on sale right now. So Virtual Flight Dash, I think, is the one that turned me onto this one. You were saying something about it, surprisingly good flying. And I'll be honest with you, hand flying this thing around is, it's really, really fun. So it's grown on me a lot. And there's so many cool liveries I want to do. I want to do some low and slow flying in Hawaii, Alaska. We got some Piedmont ops we can do. Douglas, whoever did the flight modeling for this, if they could do the same thing for an Electra, I'd be all about it, man. I'd be all about it. All right, we're at a 13.4 now. Bought the Starship last night. Hell of a plane. Oh, yeah, dude. Starship is insane, dude. It is a hell of an airplane. All right, you can see our CDI. All right, I don't even know what RMI. What do you call this? Where's Flying Avia? What do you call this? Back in your day, in 1976, is it still an RMI? This is a course deviation. And you can see, you can kind of cheat. So if you know we're targeting 136, look at the tail. That's where we are. Right now we're passing the 130 radial. We need the tail to be right about here, and that's when it'll be centered up, 136. You can kind of look at both instruments there to gauge where you're at. Now, as we get ready to level at 16,000, you got to be on it. There is no auto level off. You literally just press altitude level off. Now, I've never flown this exact autopilot, but I've flown some really old janky autopilots, and what we used to do is you try to get that vertical speed down at least below 1,000, sometimes below 500 feet per minute prior to level off, because if you didn't, it would definitely overshoot, and then it would try to oscillate back and down, and I know people will do it in the sim and be like, oh, the autopilot's bugged, it won't hold altitude. I'm telling you, that's how the real airplanes work with these old school autopilots. So you really have to watch that vertical speed. You don't even have an altitude alert. You just got to watch it and try to keep it in, 800 feet per minute seems to be okay in this airplane right now. We're doing 900. We'll see. We'll have it. I have it just below 1,000 feet per minute, and when we're 50 prior, I'm going to update the Magic Barrel ref here. When we're 50 feet prior to 16,000, I'm going to hit altitude engage, and we'll see how it levels. Yeah, this thing is pressurized. Yes, it is pressurized. Up to, I think like 20,000 feet is the ceiling, right? It's not, you don't go very high. All right, so we're 200 feet. Our vertical speed is in check. All right, here we come. There's about 50 feet prior, altitude hold. Let's see how she does. That's normal. That's normal behavior. You'll get that oscillation. Now it actually, this one's really good. It'll come right back to where we hit the switch. Right about there, 16
Southwest 3099, contact Oakland Center 132.2. Have a good one.
Perfect.
Center on 132.2.
This is the old school altimeter. You gotta be careful. See, it didn't flip the 1.5 to 1.6 over yet. There we go. Boom, 1.6. All right, our course is almost centered on 136. Now, almost at the rate that we're closing, I almost feel like the wind is actually fighting us, making it a little bit harder to get on that course line, which is good. We'll keep that in mind. Okay, here comes 136. We'll start a little turn. Nope, you don't set standard until we're above 18,000 in the U.S. So I'm going to slowly work that over. As we reach our cruise altitude, we're going to bring our God, what are they withholding with? I forget what they call these. HSWL levers are going to come back to the on position. And basically that's going to save you from unnecessary drag and overspeed there. Alright. Now we're just going to kind of try to dial in a 136 as best we can. We'll see what the wind does. And we're on course. Smoke them if you got them. Seatbelt signs are coming off. No smoking sign is off. And we're chilling. Now, I did a test flight in Alaska, and I actually iced up pretty bad, and I saw the visuals. It was amazing. It was absolutely awesome. Love it. See, I mean, if we can get like a really good texture guy to just polish this part of the engine here, and it's, I mean, for $12 freaking, man. It's pretty dang good. Now, you can do a loc capture on this. We can track this. I'm going to attempt to track nav 136. Let's see what it does here. I think it's gonna be a little over aggressive to try to get the needle centered. Let's, for testing purposes, high stop withdrawal. Thank you, Danny. High stop withdrawal lever. So we're gonna test it in nav mode here. We're gonna see how it will track to 136. It made a shot over there to grab it. You pretty much leave everything where it's at right now. We'll leave our power as it is. We'll go through the checklist here.
Southwest 2378.
Fuel trimmer as required. Engine parameters check and fuel check. All right, that leaves us descent.
132.2, Southwest 2378. Have a good one.
Sounds like everybody's waking up here, so we'll do an engine instrument check. Temps are fine. Oil pressures are a little bit, they're still in the green, barely. Outside air temp. PSIs are good. Props are good. Fuel flows are good. Fuel quantities are good.
Eagle Flight 357. Contact Oakland Center 13 for 0.15.
All right.
Center on 134.15, Eagle Flight 357.
$12 ain't nothing. That's just Turks ignored super jets.
Center, Eagle Flight
Wingnut, dude, you should get this airplane, man. I think you'd like it. All right.
Eagle Flight 357, Oakland Center, copy.
Dun, 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 dun. If you need me in the back, I'll be back with some Kirin Ichiban. Yes. For educational purposes. All right, now that I'm back in the chat. So what are we thinking so far? Yay? Nay? I mean, I think it's pretty dang fun. We'll do a cabin tour here in just a minute. I'm flying the SWS PC-12 around a ton. Get out of here. Let's do a cabin tour. Cabin tour time. Actually, can you turn the radar on? Surely you can't, right? Flap asymmetry, stop. What someone needs to do is what was the mod on the DC-3 that made the engine super realistic? If somebody could make that mod for this, I think I would fly it around the world. Surely the radar doesn't work, right? I mean, I don't even know. Is there a switch for this thing? Like, duck works. Yeah, duck works. So this is all ADF. Swim and climb, absolutely. And that's why our next airplane, I'm going to start a poll, or excuse me, our next stream, I'm going to do the poll right now. Next YS-11 stream. I have so many cool liveries that I don't know where to do. Japan, with World Update, where we have Hawaii tour. Flying low level around Hawaii in Mid-Pacific Airways livery is awesome. We also have Revolution. How do you spell Aleutian? Revolution Airways. E-U-T-I-O-N, right? Yeah. Oh no, I misspelled it. Hold on. Revolution. A-L-E-U-T-I-N. Alaska. Alright, so we have Japan, Hawaii, or Revolution in Alaska. You guys have to help me. Because it's not a debate of when we're going to fly the YS-11 next, it's where we're going to fly it next. I think they put them on the leading edge of the vertical stab. What? Boots? It definitely fills a niche, Joe Plains. This or the A340? Man, listen, I got real... we might do A340 today, still. We're going to do another stream this afternoon. I just haven't decided what yet. I'm kind of waiting for some custom liveries on the 340, to be honest with you. Plus, it's $60, man. Oh my gosh, what is going on here?
Eagle Flight 357, contact Oakland Center 132.2.
Center on 132.2, Eagle Flight 357.
All right.
Oakland Center, Eagle Flight 357, 1616,000.
Do a cabin tour. Uh-oh. We lost our... Hold on.
357, Oakland Center, copy.
Listen, this is why we got 58 miles from Nav 2. We're hosed, chat. I forgot to do the changeover point. Changeover point is inbound to Mendocino on 12.3, which we're picking up. So I need to tune you to 12.3. And the inbound... we'll readjust it. We'll just go direct to, like so, close enough for government work. And we'll have to re-engage track mode because we lost our navigation. So you got to be on it, man. You have to be flying. I love how we lured us away from the 340 with the Dukes. Tom, thanks for the 65 months of support. Yeah, dude. I mean, I was going to do Dukes next. That'll be the next poll. It's either Dukes later or more YS-11 later. Yeah, Swim Klein, I want to do some of the Asia stuff, and I think this is the airplane to do it in because you could fly low level and just enjoy the amazing scenery, man. All right, but we need to do a cabin tour. So we're 53 miles, but what's our next VOR after that? Let's get it tuned in. Let's see, Mendocino. Who's Boxer? That's a freight dog. Point Reyes, 13.7. So we need to have 13.7.
Right, heading 155, climb, maintain 1010,000. Altimeter 298.
We'll have 13.7 on Nav 2. It's already picking up DME from it, which is good. All right. Do I like Just Flight? Dude, I love Just Flight stuff, man. We just flew the RJ-85. Freaking love that airplane. Now, are these? Surely these aren't modeled, are they? I thought that said COM. WEOL? Circuit breaker panel lights? Do these actually work, or do they just, like, modeled to come out?
United 2230, contact Oakland Center 127.8.
Radios.
Contact Oakland Center 127.8.
COM 1 radio is off. Oh, it actually works. I just turned it back on. Oh my gosh. So they do work. So you actually have some it shut the radio off. Where's the nav light? You're right. Who said nav light? But I don't even see a nav light on the airplane. Are there nav lights on this thing? Anti-collision navigation light, but where is the nav light, Diabetic Lad? Oh, it's right in the tip. I can barely see it. I don't think we'll be able to tell if it's illuminated or not, though. We'll try it on the ground. I know the comm radio worked because it turned my radios off on Beyond ATC. It said comms off. Now, I don't know why that still happens, that loading in or out, because I have the airplane downloaded.
Southwest 1266.
I have the airplane downloaded, so I don't know why it's doing that in and out thing, but let's do a little cabin tour. Can we close the cockpit? Is the cockpit door not even... There is no cockpit door. I mean, look at that. There is no cockpit door. And look at the half door over here for catering. Freaking love it, man.
Southwest 1266. Clear
CD.
tech speak phrase and flight level 260. Resume
Bags.
navigation.
No bags. Coats only.
Clear direct
Coats only.
speak phrase and flight level 260. Resume own navigation Southwest 1266.
Look at... You guys know what this is for? Why is there no window right here? Why is there no window right here? Anybody know? Prop, exactly. So you don't get blown away with the friggin' prop. It was the Revolution at Lockheed Electra where the prop went through the cabin, cut the floor. Felix, what's up, man? Long time no see. How you doing, man?
Pack Valley 8697, Oakland Center. Expect radar vectors runway 34.
Let's go all the way back here.
Runway 34, Pack Valley 8697.
Yep, prop FOD, exactly. Ice shedding, all of the above. Oh, there's an invisible wall. There we go. We'll come to the back here. I actually haven't actually been back here. Uh-oh. What? Did I just flush the toilet through the door? How did I do that? What happened? How did I do that? Paper bowl. Oh, paper towel. And they have soap. This is a better lab than modern Airbuses. Where's the flush switch? Oh! I love it. You can't lift the lid. Now that is an old school toilet lid right there. Dang. We have a flushable toilet, chat. We have a flushable toilet. Does your Saab do that next plane, AJ? I don't think so. I don't think so, AJ. Man, we have a flushable toilet here in the lab. We got a little mirror. Stewardess call. Look at that. In Japan, the toilet flushes you. So, is this legit in Japanese? Those that can read Japanese, like, is this like? Does this say return to cabin, paper towel? Surely it does, right? Key 6. Where's the lab ashtray?
1166, good morning, flight level 330.
You even have like the paper towels on. This is the cleanest cabin.
Alaska 1166, Oakland Center. Radar contact.
All right. Well, spent enough time in the lavatory. How do I get out of here? I have to wish myself out. How do I get? There we go. Excellent. Wonderful. Wonderful lavatory experience on this airplane. What is all this? Ramp out, cabin temp control. Got some coffees. I don't want to click on that because what is that clicking? Oh! You can actually pour coffee. I need a cup. Did you hear that? Listen. I mean, this is more model than some tube liners that are very expensive as far as the cabin is concerned. But this is what I love, right? When you have a when you have a prop liner like this, where you don't have super extensive systems to be modeled, right? You've got the basic stuff. I'd love to see more engine modeling, and I'd love to see some engine damage. I mean, you got to model other things, right? Keep you entertained. There's a smoke lounge in the back. The sounds are surprisingly good, actually, as I move through the cabin here. Is that Ukiah down there? I think, is that where Ukiah is? I mean, how cool is this, man? Green dot in this plane? Perhaps, man. No frou-frou coffee. I got my frou-frou coffee right here, AJ. Oh, you can't see it. I have it on the tracker cam. Got my frou-frou coffee right here. I asked Deep Think for translation. Those are accurate? That's crazy, man. The window shades are movable? Look at that. Freaking love it, man. Now, is this like an autopilot approach coupler?
Southwest 3099 Oakland.
I think it
Center.
is.
I have a traffic management reroute for you.
What?
Ready to copy.
They're doing traffic management?
Ready to copy. Southwest 3099.
All right, we're 19 miles. We got to stay on it here.
Expect winds are 2, runway 30. Expect winds are 2.
Traffic management because everybody's calling in sick. What's some? We need like some super old school classical music here. I'll turn this down. I was gonna check something. Oh yeah, are we past Shasta? Let's see. We are. I'm looking on the flight tracker cam. We just passed Wiltis, California. Ukiah's coming up. We're not at Ukiah yet. So we got Redwood Valley and Ukiah coming up at our 11 o'clock. I was going to stop in Reading. How are we looking at? Ooh, 58% Japan with world update. Okay. All right, so I'm going to have to do Japan flight next in this. But now the next question is...
Southwest 2378 Oakland Center.
Douglas Phillips, my man, a $20 super chat, dude. Appreciate you for a massive $20 super chat, dude. Thank you so much. Says V1, good to be able to see a stream. My job was interfering with live streams. Hold on, I gotta turn down this freaking radio. My job was interfering with live streams previously. Now that I am furloughed, I got plenty of time. Oh man, that's a bummer. Sorry to hear that you're furloughed, dude. That's a bummer, man. But hey. The silver lining, as you said, we've got ourselves some flying to do, my man. Appreciate support, dude. Now the question is, if I turn on multiplayer, I wonder if I'll see other YS-11s, because we could do a YS-11 group flight on multiplayer servers so we all see each other. That would be pretty cool. What version of the 340? It's a 300 wingnut. A340-300 is the Any Builds one. Man, why do you still want to see A340? I just want a different... I want like a U.S. Airways fake livery or a United fake livery, and then we'll fly... so I'm going to San Jose on Sunday. We're taking the whole fam. We're going to go down to Santa Cruz where I spent my summers. It's going to be kind of a cool trip. Take my kids where I used to go when I was their age, my grandparents' place. So I would love to fly the A340 from Dallas to San Jose, but I need a good livery for that. More Mad Dog? Danny, I freaking love flying the Mad Dog. It's like people don't want to watch it, man. It does very poor on YouTube, especially on like reruns or on VOD. Like Mad Dog and 146 and F-28. It's crazy because I think it's such a fun airplane. I mean, there's so much to do in the Mad Dog that like... You have to. There's always. You can't get bored. You can't get bored on the Mad Dog because there's so much to do. As proficient as I thought I was yesterday, we still bobbled the takeoff, all because I forgot the friggin' TRP panel. I couldn't get a clamp going. So I mean, we figured it out, but it's little things like that. I love the Mad Dog. AJ, thanks for the $3 super chat. Says, yes, giving the illusion of choice. Exactly. This is illusion. Thanks, AJ. I thought you had a work meeting today at 11. Here's Ukiah, where we used to get some really juicy donuts. I used to. Early morning. Someone do an Ameriflight livery for this too, please. That'd be awesome. Early morning, Ameriflight 202. I'd land. Actually, no, it wasn't 202. I forget what call sign it was for Ukiah. I'd land in Ukiah at like 6 a.m. And then I'd get out and I'd walk downtown here to a little donut shop, get some donuts and coffee. But we got to, there we go. We're 2 miles. We're 2 miles now. We lost our nav. It came off. So let's go ahead and flip the switch. We're going to track to 2485 now. 24, nope, sorry, 37. 0.
Bank angle.
Nope.
Bank angle.
How many poles does the A340 have to win before stream?
Wait, 108. What am I looking at here? Who was that? Thank you for the bank angle check. Man, I don't know, dude. I don't know how many poles. Hold on, I have to pull that up. I missed it. I'm fiddling with my radios. 1137, 1137. We're just gonna go direct to. We'll center it up like so. And then track engaged. Was that AJ that did that? Let me see. Hold on. I didn't turn it on in time and I missed it. So now I gotta open up a... Uh-oh. Hold on, I gotta log in. Haven't logged in a while. Igloofu coming in with a $5 bank angle check. My man. Thank you for that. Says Tokyo to Toyama. Toyama is the coolest, unheard of airport I've ever seen. Great freeware. It works in 24. Igloofu, thank you for the $5 bank angle check, man. I will check on it for sure. MIDI builds. Oh, that must have been AJ with the bank angle check. How many poles does the 340 have to win before stream? 34.0 is the final answer. 34.0 polls need to be won before I'll actually stream it. But thank you, MIDI Builds, whoever sent that. Probably AJ. And Igloofu, thanks again for the $5 bank angle check. Put that in the Discord if you haven't already, so I don't forget. Tokyo to RJNT. Because that's what I need. I need the identifiers. That'll help me remember where we're going. So give me the identifiers. Thanks, sir. Dukes won the poll. Trust. Nope, they did not win the... 340? 54% A340. I don't know. We'll see. What do I think of this plane? I think it's 100% worth $12.99 or whatever it is. I absolutely having a blast with it. It flies wonderfully. And there's going to be a lot of fun things we can do as far as scenery flying. Did I try the CSS-73? No, I haven't. I am probably not going to. Rainman says, I'm struggling V1. I'm retiring from the military next week. Got my ATP, hours, ratings, medical. Got open apps for airlines, but wife doesn't want me to apply. Quite the conundrum. Oof. Rainman, well, my method is I'd rather ask for forgiveness than permission. That's just the way that's the way I go. Horizon Air sounds tired AF. It's probably day 6.
Horizon Air 2043, contact NorCal approach 120.1.
Contact NorCal approach, Horizon Air 2043.
Tom, thanks for the $10 super chat. Since this isn't a democracy, how about an old-fashioned bribe for the Duke? Slides $10 dono under the table. Oh, my man. Tom, thanks for the $10 super chat. All right, well, so if we did do the Duke, hypothetically, if we did fly Duke, what are we going to do? Piston or turbine, dude? Piston or turbine? Thank you, Tom. Appreciate you. The MD-80, F-28, and Avro are the underrated planes? Oh, 100%. Anything Just Flight is highly underrated. Tom wants a turbine. I know. We haven't flown the turbine Duke in a long time. It's inevitable. You must fly the 5 APU Airbus. I will fly it if I can get a fictional U.S. livery on the flightsim.to.
Boxer 1966, contact Oakland Center 134.15.
I guess my wife decided to take all 4 kids to the grocery store today, and suboptimal situation. Am I excited for the Fokker 100? Absolutely, man. All allow piston as well. Ooh, turbine Florida Keys. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, a little Florida Key flying. Everyone else is streaming the 340 already. I'm kind of bored of it. Poles are rigged. Heads up, I'm going to shoot you a message on Discord about Santa Cruz. Do it, Key 6. Slide into those DMs, man. I feel like Retro Delta would look great on 340. That too. A turbine from Palm Beach to the Keys. We could do that. So then that means we have to do a second leg on this stream. Do you guys want to see? How about this? Well, so here, that was what I was going to do, Super Cal. I was going to do A340 Cathay Pacific Kai Tech A340 flight. I think that would be the absolute juice. I just don't know, man. And it's marketplace only. I kind of wish I responded to Indie Builds last week when they emailed me. Because then I gotta buy it, I gotta set it up, I gotta do bindings. You know, I gotta get everything set up. Takes a while. What if we did 2 streams of props today, and we did 1 Cathay Pacific stream tomorrow in the 340? And then on... Tomorrow's Thursday, right? Then on Friday, we will fly my pseudo long haul. We'll fly Dallas to San Jose. Yeah, 1930. That, yeah, we need to do Japan ops. I'm looking for cool destinations because I have no idea where to fly in Japan, even if I get the proper world update and get it all installed. Like, I have no idea where the good airports are to fly into, low level, so that's why I'm asking for suggestions in the Discord. All right, so how's our fuel? We're chugging along down there. So what is the fuel quantity gauge in? So this is by 1,000 pounds. We're 3,000. We have 6,000 pounds on board. Our fuel flow is easy math. Let's say it's 1,500. That's 3,000 pounds an hour. And we've got 6,000 pounds. We got 2 hours of fuel. So yeah, we're looking good. Beautiful. I'm trying to get used to the fuel burn on this thing. Mount Fuji? A berry sealed YS-11? That would be good. Would old 707 liveries on the 340? That's an interesting thought. You know, some 707 liveries on the 340 might be pretty good, Joe Plains. How's the SkySim DC-9? Stay away from it with the 10-foot pole, man. All right, so we're going direct to Papa Yankee Echo. We're going to be slightly off course because I didn't fly the airway. I'm looking at the flight tracker. So that's Point Reyes that we're headed towards, I believe, right? 25 miles out. And then we're going to have to probably shoot an approach. I'm going to have to request radar vectors or something. Oh, I never checked in with this guy, did I? I think look at that beautiful cloud. I mean, come on, guys. You want to fly a tube-liner with 4 APUs over this? Alright, so I'm going to see if we can get radar vectors. We'll see what they give us. Let me pull up San Jose. What's the weather doing? Right now, 170 at 6. So winds are 170 at 6. They're probably landing the 1-2s. Maybe we can get straight in. ILS 12 right. We can't do the RNAV 12 left. We'd have to do the ILS 12 right. And what is the ATIS saying? Landing and departing 12s. Okay, so I'm going to request this approach with the next guy.
Contact Oakland Center 127.8, Eagle Flight 357. Oakland Center, Eagle Flight 357, 1660.
Eastern T3, I did see that. It's not good, my friend. What's up, Josh? Back again? I'm going to see if I can request this. Oakland Center, Eagle Flight 357 requesting vectors, radar vectors, ILS-12 right, San Jose.
Eagle Flight 357. You've not yet started your descent. Unable.
All right, well, piss off. I just thought I'd give you a heads up. The Bluebird update made me want to go into a coma. Man, listen, I know whatever they're cooking is good over there at Bluebird. I know it's going to be good. I flew it. I flew it at Expo. I just hope we're not getting... It's like... It's almost like the equivalent of death spiral financing for a company. Have you ever heard of that term? Where like you just keep, you know, to stay alive, you do crazy things to finance, but you're in a death spiral and eventually you just go out of business. Now, I'm not saying Bluebird's going out of business, but I'm using that as an analogy with not only interest, but like viability of the airplane when it drops, if it's going to be 2020. Like, I just hope they can pull a rabbit out of the hat on this one. Like, I know the airplane's going to be good whenever they do release it. That's not a question. I know it's going to sound amazing. That's not a question. But, as Vodka said, we had hope for the 350. We ended up with, you know, whatever. For, you know, some people don't like it. You know, whatever it is with the 350, I like the 350. I've never had an issue with it on stream. So. But, yeah, sunk cost fallacy, yeah. We'll expect radar vectors ILS-12 right for Eagle Flight 357. Beautiful. Thank you, sir. With that delay, it's going to be 2020 only. It'll never show up in 24. It'll fall flat on its face. Yeah, if it's going to be 2020 only. But I think they've made it now. They've made several announcements where they will be a compatibility patch. Which, man, the more I fly native 24 stuff, the more I hate that term compatibility in 2024, because everything, not everything, but a lot of the stuff that is quote unquote compatible with 24, you either have stutters, you have performance issues, you have weird bugs like lighting and stuff like that. You just need native stuff for 24. And I mean, look at the Fenix. When it was compatible, it had a few little weird quirks. Now they've completely revamped it. It's a native product and it is flawless. It's amazing. It's beautiful. Look at the 777, actually. The PMDG 777. It's, as far as I'm concerned, runs flawlessly, great performance, no little bugs. So, but then you look at airplanes like the 350, where they tried to make it work with both sims, and that was just a bunch of headaches. And now look at the 340, only for 2024. Apparently, it's a much smoother release. Even my beloved 727, be honest with you, because it's still working off a 2020 SDK, there's something about it that just feels not alive, you know? I think that's part of the problem. And I know Microsoft said, oh, everything will be compatible, and I was all for that too, but now I'm actually against that. I'm against compatible.
Bank angle.
But, day one compatibility, remember?
Jerry Jones, thanks for the $3 super chat. Speaking of Jerry Jones, I actually gained a little respect for Jerry Jones. It meant to be a thumbs up. That's too funny, man. That is too funny. I think that's pretty funny, the way that whole thing went down. Anyway, but compatibility. But here's the thing. I don't want compatibility anymore. I don't want it. You know why? Because 2024 is so much superior when you have native stuff. I don't want 2020 junk coming into 24. I want it native in 24. So that's where I'm coming from. Turk says they just need to pull the 2020 Band-Aid off. It's time to move on from the sim. I agree. 24 is stable, outperforms 2020, is in a good place. I totally agree, man. Even if it's, you know, it had its issues early, but now with Sim Update 3 and 4 on the horizon, the 2020 Band-Aid needs to come off. Let's just move away, start your stuff in 24, and let's move forward as a sim. I actually hope, if there is another sim, 2026, 2028, I hope they have zero compatibility. I hope they say you have to freaking rebuild your airplanes to bring it in 26. You know? Because that way, everyone will just stay in 24 happy until devs go to 26. And if it's brand new, then they can charge again. You know? I don't know. I'm over the compatibility nonsense. Sceneries are the worst. Every scenery I have that is quote unquote compatible with 24, I have stutters. Every one of them. We'll see how San Jose is on this one. But if I go, that's why you see me land at default airports a lot. Don't have any issues. As soon as I go into a compatible airport, I've got issues. Not terrible, but every now and then you'll get a hiccup. Philadelphia is terrible for me. Where's one? I was testing the Portland. It's not very good. I tested that one earlier. So yeah, I don't know. Jerry Jones is so 91. Bluebird is still developing 7.5 as a 2020 native project, and then this trap went away. When it's going to come out, probably mid-2026. I know. I think one of my fears is another one of my fears for the Bluebird is that if PMDG gets their 7.3s into 24 before Bluebird releases, I don't know how many people are still going to be on 2020. I really don't know, because I feel like people that are still on 2020, a lot of them are hanging around because of the NGs. I mean, that is a huge lineup. I mean, you've got your 737, which is bread and butter flying. So what if they move all those to 24? Who's going to be on 2020? I think the user base is going to be significantly less. But that's just me speculating. I could be completely wrong. MCI still having issues with old terminal jetways existing? Yeah. Which PDX? Eastern T3, I couldn't tell you. I'd be lying if I told you which one it was, because I don't remember. I would be inclined to say V1, because I don't think I had an updated one. I just had I tried the compatible one. So is 26 a real thing? No, I don't know when the next sim is. I was just throwing that out there. Yeah, a 28, Microsoft 28 with a 27 release. I don't know. Who knows? But. All right, we're passing over the VOR. We're from now.
San Jose, landing runway 12 right, Eagle Flight 357.
Where are we supposed to go after? We probably need to start down. Let me go over here. No, I don't want you. I want my... Wait, there we go. Oh, we have to go direct to... we never made the turn after Point Race. Oakland VOR, chat. We got to go to Key 6 VOR, 16.8. Key 6 VOR, 16.8. Shoot, we're only 29 miles out. Oh, man, we need a turn, chat. We need to go heading mode. And we need a descent. Eagle Flight 357 requests lower altitude. That's not proper at all. I don't know what the hell I was saying.
Eagle Flight 357. I didn't get that altitude. Say again, altitude.
I didn't pick up Oakland. Shoot, we need to go back. Request altitude change 11,000. Antibiotics kicked in on that one. Sorry, guys.
Eagle Flight 357, you broke up. Say again, altitude.
Oh, for crying out loud. Request altitude change to 11,000. Eagle Flight 357.
Eagle Flight 357, you broke up. Say again, altitude.
Do it this way.
Request 1,000 feet, Eagle Flight 357.
Oh, I didn't say feet. Is that why?
Eagle Flight 357, unable 1,000 feet at this time.
Chat, we're supposed to turn left.
Eagle Flight 357, contact NorCal approach 120.1.
Contact NorCal approach, Eagle Flight 357.
Chat, we're way off course.
NorCal approach.
Are we over the
Flight
ocean?
357,
Oh, jeez.
16,000, we have X-ray.
Chat, we're way off course. Over.
Eagle Flight Flight 357 NorCal approach, altimeter 2986. Expect radar vectors for ILS runway 12
Chat,
right.
we're cooked. We're out flying over the water here. We host. We're
Altimeter
host.
2986. Expect radar vectors for ILS runway 12 right, Eagle Flight 357.
Hashtag professional pilot. Look, there's the coastline up there. We cooked, chat.
Eagle Flight 357, descend and maintain 15,000, altimeter 2986.
Descend and maintain 15,000, altimeter 2986, Eagle Flight 357.
All right, gonna pull just a hair off the power there. Descending to 11,000. All right, I'm just gonna fly this heading until she tells me otherwise. Let's go ahead and get the seatbelt sign on. You can keep smoking if you want to. And the plane wants to go to its homeland. Oh, it'll be a long flight to Japan. If anybody sees the flight tracker cam, look, we literally just made a 90-degree turn. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we hit Point Reyes and just freaking went out over the ocean. All right, down to 8,000 feet.
Descend, maintain 8,000 feet, Eagle Flight 357.
Chat, we're cooked. We're cooked. More nose down. More nose down. More nose down. All right, checklist time. My goodness. All right, descent checklist. Approach and performance landing briefing. Okay, hopefully the runway's long enough and we see the lights. Throttle set for descent. What does that mean? Engine parameters and altimeters. All right, cool. Approach checklist. Booster pumps. We'll get those and cabin signs as we get down here. So let's go ahead and bring some more power off. Set for descent. I'm not sure what that means. Actually, I think we have to move these forward, right? Do we move those forward for descent or only approach? I think max speed is 258, so we got to bring a little power off. A solid brief. That's my brief for you. Keep it brief. What's up, Dale? Dude, I'm loving this YS-11, man. I'm freaking in love, dude. It's simple enough, yet there's enough to do that keeps you on your it's just different, man. It's different enough to keep it fresh. It flies just fast enough to be fun. It goes just high enough to where you can still see the juice and get away from some of the nasty weather. I love it, man. We might do a second leg. Where should we go after San Jose? All right, there we go. Power is set for descent. We're coming on down to, what was the altitude? 8,000. 8,000. My goodness, man. It's so funny looking at the flight tracker link on the... Just a 90-degree turn. We're going over San Francisco.
53, clear direct hitter, cross hitter at or above 4,000 feet. Cleared RNAV Zulu runway 12
There's San Fran
right.
off the left.
Cleared direct heighter, cross heighter at or above 4,000 feet. Cleared RNAV.
I'm still on antibiotics, chat. I'm still on antibiotics. You should see our real-world visual approach brief. Someone here will soon find out. It takes 12 seconds. Dude, I love it. I love that. Head to Monterey. Ooh. We could go down to Monterey. That'd be a quick flight. What about Santa Barbara? Could we go to Santa Barbara a little bit longer than that? Continuation to Santa Barbara? Santa Monica? Burbank? We could go to Burbank. How far is Burbank from San Jose? The ATP's woman is Janine, and she's 89 years old. For real? Hold on, I have a call. I have to see, make sure it's nobody important. Nope. Spam call. No ATC at Burbank? Oh, that's right. Their ATC 0. Everyone's calling out sick. All right, we're 9,000. Remember, we got to do our manual level off here. All right, we're at 10,000 feet. Let's get the these lights on. We'll leave those on for approach. We'll go seatbelt sign on. Oh, I never turned off the main booster. Those are emergency boosters. Those stay off. The scavenge pumps come on? I don't think so. I think we've got plenty of gas. Not the call you wanted? Exactly, AJ. Wingnut, can you stop freaking texting me, dude? I keep thinking I'm getting a call that I need, but it's not. All right, 700 feet to level off. Let's see how aggressive it is. if we just bomb down here at 2,000 feet a minute and hit the altitude cap.
Eagle Flight 357, turn right, heading 120, vectors for the approach.
Turn right, heading 120, Eagle Flight 357.
I'm looking
Eagle
here.
Flight 357, turn right, heading 120, descend and maintain 3,000.
Oh, no. Descend and maintain 3,000. Keep going.
Turn right, heading 120, descend and maintain 3,000, Eagle Flight 357.
All right, 120 down to 3,000. Let's go ahead and get landing lights. These are on. These are on. Seatbelt signs on. Boost pumps are on. We need to get the
Over to tower 124.0,
charts.
Southwest 453. Have a good one.
San Jose, ILS 12 right. Bueller. Where's my 12 right chart, Bueller? Where's the freaks, Bueller? Chat, why don't I have charts? Chat. Chat, what's the ILS frequency for ILS 12 right? We have a problem. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to read this. 110.9. 110.9 and something else. 110.9. How do I do settings to non-craziness? Ah! Chat. FAA. Ah. ILS 12 right. 110.9, course 126. And we need Woodside to identify. 110.9, 126. $110.9, 126, 5 for 3,000, heading 120. Woodside VOR 13.9 for cross ID. Check. All right. We're cooking with gas. Outside air temp is plus 15, so we're looking good. No, that wasn't. That's a Navigraph problem. The sim nailed it. Speed. I know we're getting. I can feel my yoke starting to make weird noises, make weird sounds. There we go. We're okay. We're at 230 knots. Max speed 258. There we go. We're breaking out anyway. We're looking good. We are looking good, chat. Let me get flight recorder ready. Freaking love this airplane, man. This is way more fun than Magenta Line flying. Come on, look at this. This is real life. I used to live right over here. Carlos P. Boulevard.
Flight 357, descend and maintain 2,900.
Send 2,900. Magic Barrel ref is
Descend and
updated.
maintain 2,900, Eagle Flight 357.
All right, we're coming out of 3.6 for 2.9 now. 3.6 for
Eagle
2.9.
Flight 357, 7 miles from RTAC. Turn right, heading 200. Maintain 1,800 until established on the final approach course. Cleared ILS runway 12 right.
200, so we flew through the loc, huh?
Turn right, heading 200, 1,800 until established. Cleared ILS runway 12 right, Eagle Flight 357.
All right, so we flew through the localizer. Down to 1,000, what? 800. There's the glide slope. We're below it. Seems like a really aggressive intercept. Let's make it 190, which is almost perpendicular. All right, that's coming there. And these go forward. Withdrawal switches. We're 11 miles out. Here comes the low.
357, contact San Jose Tower 124.0. Have a good one.
Chat.
Over to Tower 124.0, Eagle Flight 357.
We just blew through the loc again. Oh
San
my
Jose
goodness.
Tower,
Autopilot's
Eagle
off. I have
Flight
control.
357, ILS runway
No, that's
12
Moffett.
right.
Don't land at Moffett. That's Moffett Field. Don't land there.
Eagle Flight 357, San Jose Tower, wind 100 at 4, runway 12 right, cleared to land.
Runway 12 right, cleared to land, Eagle Flight 357.
We're looking good. We're looking good, Chad. Recording's coming on. I know where we're at. We just blew through the localizer there. That's all right. I wish I need to put that on Beyond ATC. They need to add a warning. Vector through the localizer.
San Jose Tower, wind 100 at 4.
All right, we're looking good.
12 right, cleared
Try to
land.
keep those red lights off. A little bit more
Runway
juice
12
there.
right, cleared to land, drive 905.
All right, we'll just maintain 1,300 feet here. We're slowing down. Just doing a stylish S-turn. There we go. Wrong runway, about wrong airport. I know, this isn't Southwest. This is Eagle Flight. All right, there we go. We're slowing down. We're looking good. We're looking good, Chad. Professionals at work here. Professionals at work here. Gear speed is like 184. 164. Flaps below 200. Got a first notch coming in. It's gonna do a little. It doesn't do much of a balloon on that first one, but man, you go flaps 15. She balloons. 164. Gears coming down. That's me. See, there we go. Gear down. Flaps 15. With a crosswind here. Got to get the N1 spooled up there. Right? Are we allowed to have the red lights on? I can't remember. Full flaps coming in. Drag for sure. I'm pretty sure you got to be spooled RPM. There we go. 1-2 right. 1-2 right, chat. 1-2 right. 1-2 right. Not 1-2 left. 1-2 right. See? I just needed a little extra room there for the S-turn. Look at that. We're stable by 500 feet, man. Look at this. 1970. We're looking good. We still got another 300 feet to go. He's on the taxiway. Almost pulled an XP there. 1-2 right. Didn't I land on the wrong runway in San Jose before on stream? Or what airport was that?
SkyWest 3167 ready to
No,
go.
that was
Runway
Charlotte.
12 left.
The problem is you got to try to keep it spooled, right? I don't think you're supposed to be below the N1 stop limits.
3167, San Jose Tower, wind 100 at 4, air nav to Nevsey, runway 12 left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 12 left, RNAV to Nevsey, cleared for takeoff. SkyWest 3167.
We are clear to land, right? Yeah, we are clear to land. Now when we land, I'm going to bring my prop lever to ground idle. There's no true reverse, but that's what this is. It's the ground idle. A little bit low, that's okay. In 1970, they didn't have PAPIs. We just eyeballed it. See, look, see the stutter? It's compatible machinery. Why is that guy on the runway? Fly the nose down. So we're not in reverse, but we're letting the prop basically disc. Look at the speed coming off, nice and easy.
Eagle Flight 357, exit right at Delta.
Exit right at Delta, Eagle Flight 357.
Chat. We're down. You see the double lines on the taxiway, though? I missed Delta. We're going to Foxtrot, I guess. You see what I mean with compatible sceneries? Every time.
SkyWest 3167, contact NorCal departure, take care.
Contact NorCal departure. SkyWest 3167, see you.
Eagle Flight 357, contact ground 121.7.
Ground 121.7, Eagle Flight 357.
All aircraft be advised, information Yankee now current, altimeter 2988.
And is Zobo handcraft that I have to disable? I might have to do that.
Eagle Flight 357, request taxi to assigned ramp.
Eagle Flight 357, ramp 242 taxi via Foxtrot, Golf Victor.
Ramp 242 via Foxtrot Golf Victor, Eagle Flight 357.
He didn't give me a clear to cross instruction, but ain't nobody got time for that. I'm gonna go to where, look at the model on the wing, isn't that great? Clean it up. I'm gonna go back to where I got on an Eagle Flight 135.
Left at Alpha. Continue taxi via Foxtrot Yankee. Hold short runway 12 left.
Yeah, we're
Cross runway 12 left at Alpha. Continue taxi via Foxtrot Yankee. Hold short runway 12 left. Eagle Flight 357.
Whatever you say, Chief. I'm going where I'm going.
Southwest 793 at gate 2, request pushback.
Nah, hold your push, Southwest.
Southwest 793, San Jose ground. Pushback and engine start approved.
It's a little loud with the window open, huh?
Pushback and engine start approved.
Does SimBrief support VOR? VOR? Yeah, it does. You just what I do is I manually select the route and then I put it in SimBrief. But yeah, you can enforce it.
Southwest 834 at gate 3.
So I'm gonna taxi to where I got on an Eagle Flight, Embraer 135
San Jose ground.
back in the day. Landing check. Oh, I never did fuel trim.
Pushback approved.
Yeah,
Heading
HPC to
northwest,
100%. Post flight. After landing checklist. Flaps, transponder, landing lights, condition is ground, taxi lights, taxi, rudder is required. Parking checklist. Cool. Engine cooldown, wait 1 to 2 minutes, cool down. Yep. We're going all the way down here to the end, where Eagle Flight used to park. Freaking love this airplane, man. I wonder if I do have a Zobo handcrafted underneath here. Like, this isn't right? These taxi lines? Why is it purple here? It's like there's a corrupt texture or something underneath. Which is a shame because I love San Jose. No air in a pond yet. I'm going to do it right. I'm going to make sure I have a good route, good scenery. I don't have anything against purple. I just think it looks out of place, right? Like it's not like Seattle where they got 52 different colors. Follow the rainbow line to your parking spot. It's
Southwest 834.
San Jose.
Taxi to the active.
It's like the old X-Plane days, exactly, Tom.
Runway 12 left taxi via Zulu, Lima, Yankee, November.
Had to have all the scenery INI files and all that
Zulu,
stuff.
Lima, Yankee, November, Southwest 834.
Look at that. That's something you don't see every day. A YS-11 engine and some 7.3 Maxes.
Southwest 793, runway 12 left.
Look at the
taxi
heat
via
blur
Zulu,
coming up in the
Lima,
clouds. I
Yankee,
freaking
November.
love this sim, dude. This sim is so goated.
Runway 12 left taxi via Zulu, Lima, Yankee,
So back
November,
in my
Southwest
day, I got on an
793.
Embraer 130 or 135 over here at Eagle Flight. We're going to park right there is where we're going to park. Use the brakes and then get that nose turning nice and slow. Yeah, I think I got a conflicting scenery or something. Can't really see where I'm going at here. Captain Oleki, I used to fly Saab 340s for Eagle, wings west at a DFW back in the 90s. Man, good old days, Captain Oleki. Erp! Ooh. That one hit all the fuels. Alright. Park brake is set. Let's go ahead and shut it down. We'll see what happens. For shutdown. I've never shut it down before. Off, off. And they don't feather because we didn't put them into feather. They have the stop locks. All right. Chat, welcome in.
Southwest 834, contact San Jose Tower 124.0. Have a good one.
Contact Tower 124.0, Southwest 834.
All right. How'd we do? Let's see what our landing rate was. Ooh, really? A 226? We were a little unstable. Look at our approach on the flight tracker, though. We did a 90-degree turn off course. They did a pretty decent job of getting us back on the localizer. I just missed it. And we got on the loc, flew down 227 feet per minute, according to this. 227 feet per minute. Definitely missed Delta. That was the next one. He wanted us to turn on Delta.
Southwest 793, contact San Jose Tower 124.0.
We got someone blasting off out there.
Contact Tower 124.0, Southwest 793.
Pretty sweet traffic from beyond ATC. Pretty sweet. All right, what I am going to try is we're going to try replay. I've never attempted replay before. Is that guy going to rotate? Nice. Look at that. Nice smooth rotation. All right. Classic Jet Sim Pilot. It's worth every dollar of $12.99. I believe that's what it is. It's $12.99 right now. It's worth every single penny of that. I'm enjoying it. Is it a study level airplane? No, but it's different enough to where you need to kind of study it to figure out what you're doing. And of course, you know, I haven't tested any like abnormal stuff. Like, I'm sure it's all going to be weird. Like, if you try to do a single engine stuff, I would imagine none of that's simulated accurately. But I wouldn't know how to do it anyway. So I'm enjoying it for what it is for the $12. And I think it's going to add a lot of flying that I want to do. It's going to fill a niche hole. So I'm going to close the doors. And I'm going to just try to go into replay mode here with the engines off. Let's see. Let's see if the engines turn back on. Let me put the start levers into on. And actually, I'll put them forward since that's where they were for approach. So look. Yeah, see how it's tied to engine 1? That's correct. That's correct how that works there, that prop stop thing. All right. Replay attempt. Here we go. Sounds like the engines are coming back on. That's good. Gear is down. Flaps aren't down. How could we get flap power? We need flap juice? How do we get flap juice? Should be electrical, right? No flap juice. Alright, so no flaps. That's kind of sad. But we can still watch the approach. Oh man, I really want flaps. I'll tell you what. Let's do this. What if I stop the replay? Stop replay. I have control. Deploy flaps. Yes, I'm going to deploy my own flaps. Those red fields of the water on the left, ask Key 6. They're like gooey ducks or something. They're really there. The color depends on the time of year. All right, I'm getting my flaps in, then I'm going to resume the replay. Alright, replay's back on. Let's see, did that fix the flaps? Yeah, we got flaps now, chat. Beautiful. I mean, I'm kind of tempted to do a second leg. I really kind of want to do a second leg. Is it algae? They're salt flats. Morton salt flats. Yeah, classic jet sim pilot. You don't have this airplane? I mean, you're a classic pilot. Classic prop sim pilot, man. Yeah, dude, it's old school. It is old school. Proper old school. It's a Timu Saab. I mean, right on center line. Oh yeah, a little more flare. Yeah, that was a little bit chunky. A little more flare would have been needed there. Alright. Second leg cap. This old stuff is the dog's bees. Yeah. Alright, well, what should we do next? I'll have to reset the sim. Or reset the flight. I mean, freaking sweet. It flies so nice, man. Yeah, I got 2 windsocks there, too. Gotta head to a meeting, see everyone later. Alright, Key 6. Take it easy, bud. Our San Jose resident expert here. Alright, let's go in here. I'll let you guys watch this one. Let me look at Skyback. Oh, look at the stadium. Look at that. At least it's 2D. Now that's pretty cool. Or 3D, unlike the Bills. Okay, that is pretty cool. Do we continue on with Eagle flight, or do we do like a Piedmont flight on the East Coast? Let me see what's going on Sky Vector land. San Jose to Tokyo? Yeah, we could do that. Well, we could do a Hawaii hop. We'll do a quick flight around Hawaii. You guys want to do that? A Canada leg. See, the problem with the Piedmont, I don't have any, like, what's a good airport they use this on? Like, what's that one airport in the mountain that had the... They, like, had all the nuclear engineers that were living there? What the heck is it called? Where could we fly it into? Ooh, yeah. Tri-States? Is that what it is? Tri-Cities. I'm going to throw up the Be Right Back screen. And I'm going to figure this out. So we're going to do a second leg. Not quite sure just where we're going to be in yet, though. So just give me a few minutes. We'll prepare for second leg. Let me get some tunes on. Let me turn that sound off real quick here. Give me a minute. Let me reset all of this. All right. Preparing for second leg. I'll be right back. Let's take an intermission, and I'll come back with some juice here in a minute. Ah, I didn't have my Piedmont livery installed. I got to restart one more time. All right. Check, check. Check, check. We are coming back. Let me get beyond ATC cooking.
Beyond ATC connected.
All right, welcome to Augusta, Georgia, ladies and gentlemen. We flip-flopped around the East Coast. We landed in San Jose. We got on our deadhead, flew all the way to Atlanta. Then they limoed us out to Augusta. And now we're going to do a short flight, Augusta to Tri-Cities. I didn't want to go to Atlanta because Atlanta's super mid. So here we are on the ramp in Augusta. I got my tracker cam updated. We can follow along there. That all looks good. All right. Beyond ATC is cooking. We are ready to rock and roll. Wooden props? Nah, man, that's the covers. It's the covers. Let me turn this off. We'll turn the sounds back up. All right. Well, we know the drill. We'll go ahead and walk up, get this thing cooking. Let's go ahead and take off the pitot covers there. Yeah, these are, look at that, prop socks. Prop socks, man. Look at that. Only the Japanese come with prop socks. Cool. We won't do our full walk around, but let's hop into the bird here. Piedmont livery does look freaking awesome on this airplane, I gotta admit. Does look awesome. All right, here we go. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to connect the yoke. Give me 1 minute. Glad we remembered this prior to rolling down the runway. Connect my YS-11 profile. Connected. All right. Let's go ahead and let's get right to work here. So let's go ahead and import. Woohoo! Mouse DPI is up to 1 million. There we go. Check. Ground stuff. Let's connect ground power. We'll get the baggage cart, the fuel truck out there. Let's come up to the overhead. We'll go battery switch and external power on. With those on, we'll get the nav lights on. And I'll turn the dome light on here. Kind of sitting under the lights. Let's open the front door. Oops, left front door as well. Once these are open, we can employ the stairs. I love the sound. Get the stairs coming out. That's your home airport you asked me about in Expo? Nice, man. Nice. New River Pacemaker. Look at that. 162 Papa. I got rid of the default call sign on there, too. Shout out. All right. Beautiful animation on the stairs. All right, we'll come up here and do some fiddling with the radios. We'll get these on. We'll ground power. Seatbelt sign can come on. Actually, no smoking is on. Fastest seatbelt sign is off for right now. Nothing needed over here. Everything looks good. We'll get the gens online. We're on the ground power. External power is connected. Nav light is on. Everything looks good on this panel. Come down over here. Oh, I've got my... hold on, I got to bring you to the cutoff position. Hold on. There we go. Bring you back. There we go. Boom, boom. Those are all set. These are off. Trims are zeroed out. And we need a squawk and an ATIS. So let's get right to work. Let's tune the ATIS here. Let's pull up our old charts, too. We'll get a new flight plan in here.
Papa, 2138 Zulu. Wind tree 55 at 6. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 3000. Scattered at 3800. Ceiling 5000 broken. Temperature 28. Dew point 21. Altimeter tree 006. VFR conditions. Landing and departing runways. 08, tree 5. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Papa.
Information, Papa. All right, let's go to clearance. Information, Papa. Let me do a magic barrel ref. Scroll that in there. That looks good. Let's give him a call here. Augusta clearance, Piedmont 357 IFR clearance to Tri-Cities, please.
Piedmont 357, Augusta clearance, cleared to Tri-Cities Regional T&V Airport. Radar vectors Colliers, then as filed. Maintain 4,000. Expect 4,000 feet 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 126.8. Squawk 0224.
Put my FO on it. When we hustle
Cleared to
up here.
Tri-Cities Regional T&V Airport. Radar vectors Colliers, then as filed. Maintain for 1,000. Expect 1,000 feet 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 126.8. Squawk 0224 Piedmont 357.
Piedmont 357, read back correct. Contact ground 121.9er when ready for start or taxi.
Ground 121.9er when ready. Piedmont 357, have a good one.
Have a good one. We got a coffee holder there. Radio's tuned in. Okay, so first one is Collier's. Collier's VOR is 1139er. 113.9. And make sure you turn your radio on. There we go. Transmit, receive 1139. Off of Collier's, we're going to go to Electric City 1086. 1086, number 2 is set. And then we're going to proceed up bound to Sug and Home Valley Mountain, or whatever that thing is called. So that looks good. Flight performance, mass and balance. Let's go ahead and load it up. Well, let's take a full load. 58 people today. Light cargo, though, from the Masters. Only 30% cargo. And so I'm going to load you. Cargo, 30%. Load. Load immediately. And fuel. What did we need for fuel? It still says we need 8,000. That's way too much gas because we got an alternate of Knoxville. We're going to knock that fuel down. We don't need that much fuel. Let's take... Did it save it? It left us at 53%. I feel like that was shared fuel from where we were. So we're 54,000. What is our max takeoff weight? Are we... There's no way. Are we really over max? Takeoff weight. No, we're not. Zero fuel weight payload. Max zero fuel is 40,000. Or 54. 54 is the max takeoff weight, huh? Okay. So, as far as seats are concerned, we're going to knock it down a little bit. We're only going to take 84. Alright, cool. 31% Mac, that looks good. We got 48. We got to kick 10 people off. All right. Once I get better at fuel, we don't need 53% fuel. I know that's way too much. That's what it is. But since I'm new to the airplane, we'll just keep it as is. Okay. So our fueling has been set. So that looks good. All right. With fueling done, let's go ahead and start closing up shop. Let's get the anti-collision light on. We'll get the radio master switches off. We'll get the boost pumps and doors closed and on, respectively. Main boosters on 1 and 2 are on. Let's come down here. Let's go ahead and retract the stairs. All right, and then let's close the doors. Close you, and then I'm going to hit the latch. Locked. Beautiful. Okay, we are closed and locked there. We can remove the baggage cart, the fuel cart, and we'll leave the ground power unit. And our chocks still out there? Top outside real quick. Oh yeah, chocks are still on. Pull the chocks off. There we go. Chocks received. All right. Engine 2 start, engine 2 ignition on, master number 2, master starter switch. We are good for engine start. 4 seconds. Door windows open, please. And engage. 1,002. Nope. Abort. It won't start. See, it won't start. We don't have the fuel. So fuel on. We'll do both of them since we're going to come back down here. Try it again. Energizing starter. 1,001, 1,002. 1,003, 1,004, 1,005. It stayed in. Spooling up. Scott, what's up, man? Got me on a 75-inch TV. Ooh, nice. Yeah, it's a Any Builds and somebody else. I can't remember. But yeah, Any Builds and another dev, part of the local legends. All right, starter light is out. Relight off. 1 relight. Engine start number 1 selected. 1,001, 1,002, 1,003, 1,004. Let go. Number 1 is spooling up. Ooh, that's loud. Temperature coming up. Starter lights out. Hopewell's up to full. That checks. Going back up top. Inverters. On start. External power off. Radios. Seatbelt sign. Close the cockpit door. Good to disconnect the ground power. Alright, ground power disconnected. We are flaps 15. 10, 15 set. Flight controls. Free and correct. Alright, that looks good. Oh, I forgot to request startup. Flaps 15 are set.
40 request pushback.
Alright, let's pull out our checklist.
Piedmont 357, Augusta ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face north.
We'll start here at the after start
Pushback
checklist.
approved. Face
De-icing not
Piedmont
required. Generator
357.
batteries, inverters are on. External power's off. Start masters. We didn't secure it. Or did we? We did not secure it. Start master off. Safe. Ignition's off. Check. Pitot heats are on. Alright, resume the checklist. HPC full forward fuel trimmer set for max. One and 2 set. Checked. Radar standby. Where is that switch? I don't see a radar switch anywhere around here. It must not be functional. Because there's no radar switch that I can see. Ground equipment is disconnected. That's complete. Taxi checklist. Pitot heater. Flap set. Radio panel. Takeoff briefing. Transponder. We do need to turn that on. Verify. We are on altitude 0224. Transponder is on. Flight controls check. Condition levers ground check. External lights, park brake, taxi checklist complete. Brings us to takeoff checklist. We'll leave it there. Hello, Cap. What is this plane? This is the YS-11, Benny. This is leg 2, Wooby. This is leg 2 and the YS-11. Ready to taxi. Oh, no, I just hit the wrong
Piedmont
button.
357 request departure runway change.
Disregard.
Piedmont 357, unable runway
Good.
change due to traffic.
That's all right. I didn't want to do that. I hit the wrong button. Let's go ahead and request
Piedmont
taxi.
357 taxi for departure.
Piedmont 357, runway 8 taxi via Bravo.
Runway 8 taxi via Bravo. Piedmont 357.
I kind of want to use this instead of the Navigraph because it seems to lag. Airport. Approach. Where are we going to? Runway 8. What? Well, that's Tri-Cities. Well, that would be a problem because we're not there yet. Augusta. No, that's Tri-Cities. What the heck? What am I doing wrong here? AGS. Airport diagram. There we go. Runway 8. Okay. So we are just north of the tower and we're going via Alpha to runway 8. Alright, here we go. Brakes released. Taxi on. Here we go. Let her just roll, baby. Let her roll. Beautiful. We fast forward to the time we're live weather, fake time. Did Sim Update 4 do wonders? I'm on Sim Update 3 stable, man. I don't run betas. I'm on Sim Update 3. Benny. 58 months, man. Thank you, dude. Appreciate that. Some juice going up the hill here. How is it so far, Phoenix Galaxy? My man, I love this airplane, dude. I love it. It's just quirky enough. It's just new enough. It hand flies like a dream. I love hand flying it, man. Yeah, the yoke shaking while taxiing. Isn't that cool?
Piedmont 357, contact Augusta Tower 118.7.
Over to Tower 118.7, Piedmont 357.
Alright, taxi, transponder, landing lights, brakes, condition lever, flight, throttles, engines, release, rudder, rotate, gear, all checks out. Cool. Let's let them know we're ready. Let's keep it rolling. We're professionals.
Piedmont 357, ready for departure, runway 8.
Piedmont 357, Augusta Tower, wind 355 at 6, fly heading 090, runway 8, cleared for takeoff.
Fly heading 090, runway 8, cleared
It doesn't
for
say to
takeoff.
turn the
Piedmont
ignitions off, so I'm
357.
turning those off. Alright, we're ready. Runway 8 cleared for takeoff. Let's see if we can get ourselves lined up here. Beautiful. All right. Hold the brakes, pull them up. Yoga's in chat. Here we go. I mean, she's already at high power, so you just got to get the props up. There we go. Release the brakes all the way forward, nice and smooth. Temps are in the green. Props in the green. RPMs are stable. Airspeed alive. 80 knots. Thrust set. 100 knots. Check. About 115. Nice and easy. Man, it comes off the ground so nice. So nice. Positive rate. Gear up. So nice.
Piedmont 357, awesome. Contact Augusta departure.
Holding about 120.
Contact Augusta departure, Piedmont 357. Take
speed.
care.
Going on 600 feet.
Augusta to Piedmont 357, 600 feet.
Piedmont 357, Augusta departure, radar contact, climb, maintain 10,000 feet, altimeter tree 006.
Right up to 10,000, 30.6 is set.
Climb, maintain 10,000
There's
feet.
1,000 feet, lower the nose to climb.
Piedmont 357.
Lower the nose, coming down about 5 degrees.
Piedmont 357, turn left, heading 335.
Turn left, heading 335, Piedmont
Flaps 10.
357.
335. Flaps 10, we're speeding up. Coming through 150. Flaps 0. Coming left to 335. Wings cleaning up nicely. Watch that pitch there. She has that last, 10 degrees, man. She does like to sink on you. You gotta get that trim in there. Left turn 335, and then that's basically gonna give us vector 2, right? Center the needle up here, see where the direct 2 is. Yep. All right. nice shallow climb out here, about 1,000 feet per minute. Oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. We'll get the landing lights in to save some drag. There's 335 is basically direct to our first VOR. So we'll lock that in here. We're going for speed on this one, so we'll keep the climb rate down about 1,000 feet per minute, get a little extra speed going. All right. Let's go ahead and roll out the after climb checklist. Landing lights, cabin signs, flaps, pressurization, and fuel trimmer will set to 50 right now. Pressurization lever is normal. Fuel trim coming back to 50. Beautiful. Trim down a little bit more here. Get a little bit more speed out of it. Go home leg. Going to Piedmont Triad. Look at that. Oh no, we're not going. Look at that view. So awesome.
Roger, heading direct Colliers, then resume own navigation, Piedmont 357.
All right, we'll do 200 knots on the speed there. 200 knots. She's climbing nicely now. Power set. All engine instruments are green. Our temps are a little bit hot. Bring that back a little bit there. What's going on with that? Is that lightning off the nose? Why are these so hot? Hold on, let's engage the autopilot. Let's go heading mode, engage for right now. Let me see if I increase fuel, will that change the temp here? Yeah, it is. I'm not gonna go quite, half yet. Try to get these temps down a little bit. All right, we're direct Colliers, 14 miles. We're getting ready to fly through some juice here. Miles from Colliers. After Colliers, it's basically 331 out to Electric City at 108.6, which we are not picking up yet, right? 108.6, it's on, and it's in override. We're not picking it up yet. I'm gonna bring this fuel. Fuel again here. Outside air temp is 20C. Yeah, so I'm trying to get these temps down a wee bit. Let's go back 6,500 here. There we go. Now we're in the green. We're in the green now. I'm going to center the needle, and then we will activate track mode. Track mode engaged. We're actively navving the Colliers. Let's go ahead and turn on our noise canceling headphones. And we are in the soup. Life of a turboprop, man. Life of a turboprop driver right here. Nothing to see. Nothing. Wait a couple days, you can fight the hurricane weather here in Phoenix. Uh-oh, what's going on in Phoenix? You got some weather coming in? I'm flying over Phoenix on Sunday. So does that yoke react like it would? Yes.
Contact Atlanta Center 128.1.
Center on 128.1, Piedmont 357.
Now, on the flight tracker, I'm not seeing anything on the radar here.
Atlanta Center, Piedmont 357 through 7,200 for 10,000 feet, direct Colliers.
What we've got going on here.
Piedmont 357, Atlanta Center. Climb maintain 1 for 1,000 feet.
All right, 1 4,000. That's where we're
Climb,
going.
maintain 1 for 1,000 feet, Piedmont 357.
Cross the same front 3 times a day? I know. Yep. There we go. We're breaking out finally. Ooh. A little bit of a lightning strike. Oh, look at that. See, doesn't the chrome on the engines just look so good? Oh, that is a view right there. That is a screenshot. Is it any good? Highball? Yeah, man. For $12, I freaking love it, dude. I love the way it flies. Not very complex. It's just different, and it flies so nicely, man. It's so docile. You know, the autopilot tracks wonderfully. For 12 bucks, man. Highly recommend. All right, outbound Colliers is direct to Echo Lima Whiskey, which we're not picking up, which is kind of sus. 1086. Hopefully she's still there. We'll keep tracking outbound on the 331, which is we're on the 333, close enough. So we'll keep tracking outbound. This type of livery design should return. Yes. I agree, man. Yeah, Matt, exactly. It's not that complex compared to other airplanes. Now, I do wish, you know, the engine simulation, it would be really cool to have a DuckWorks mod or something of the like, you know, to really make the engine management realistic, and then you could damage engines. That would put it on a whole nother level. Finish my lunch here. Grape walnut chicken salad. All right. Beautiful. Let's see. So we flipped from. So let's go to heading mode and track outbound. Let's get on the 331 track outbound. All right, now I think we can go ahead and start decreasing fuel here a little bit. Run that fuel trim back. We don't need any more taxi lights, inspect lights. We'll just do anti-collision and nav. Smoke them if you got them. Dome lights off. Rejoin this 331 here. Man, we got to do some Alaska flying with this. All right, let's get some classic tunes on here.
Atlanta Center, November 525, Lima Echo. Good afternoon, 4,900. November 525, Lima Echo, Atlanta Center. Continue climb to 6,000 feet. Altimeter 3008. Continue climb to 6,000 feet. Altimeter 3008. November 525, Lima Echo.
Where are we going? 14,000. We got 1,500 feet to go, Chad. Darts were tricky to handle. Harold had what was called a P45 lever. In the UK, you got a P45 when you get fired to leave a job. Ooh. Yeah, I think Flight Deck the Sim would like this airplane, man. He seems to like classical stuff like me. It's just different, man. Beautiful day in DFW? It sure is, Josh. I should be out fishing. This is not the classical music I thought it was.
Piedmont 357, contact Atlanta Center 135.35.
Contact Atlanta Center 135.35, Piedmont 357. Atlanta Center, Piedmont 357 through 13,400 feet for 14,000.
Getting ready to level 1-4. Ooh, we just picked up our second VOR.
Piedmont 357, Atlanta Center.
Let's get some proper classical. 1,000 feet per minute, approaching 14,000. Get ready to smash the altitude button. There. Altitude button smashed. No. I'm trying to find, like, proper music of the times.
Atlanta Center, November for 927 Delta. Good afternoon, 2,400.
November for 927 Delta.
All right, we're going to flip over to 1086. Since we're tracking it, we're just going to go straight there. 1086. We'll go straight on as we can, and track mode engaged. In the turn. Love it. Let's see, after Electric City, Sugarloaf, 112.2.
SkyWest 639, contact Atlanta Center 132.625.
112.2 is in. Center of the heading bug.
132.625, SkyWest 639, have a good one.
Everything looks good fuel-wise. We'll decrease all the way to 50 is set. And now we chill. What's up with all these violin and piano sonatas? I don't know. I was looking for period correct, like what music were they listening to in 1969? There we go. Jimi Hendrix? Man, I wish we could play some Hendrix. What was your Starbucks order that you do mobile only? I want to try it. Rex Royce. Okay, so you need to do the, there's two of them. If you want the Cortado, which is 3 espresso shots in like, what is it, like 4 ounces? It's a small little drink. That one I order straight up, but I substitute pecan, or excuse me, I substitute the oat milk for just 2% or whole milk. Whole milk if you're a little shy to the coffee flavor. But I like the flavor of coffee anyway, so I do that. Now, if you want the treat, they have a pecan oat milk latte. Let me look it up. And that one, it's good, but it's just way too sweet, man. So what I do here, let me go to my orders. Yeah, the iced pecan crunch latte. This is what you do. You need to do 2% milk and only 2 pumps of the pecan syrup. I think it comes with 4. It's way too sweet, and oat milk's not good for you, so don't drink oat milk. Switch it to 2%. That one's the treat. How'd you land on mode start instead of anything from Woodstock? Need some Beatles tunes. Let me see if we have any Beatles listen-alikes. Look at that shot, though. What is that, Lake Lanier? Are we going over Lake Lanier? Hold on, let me check Flight Track. What lake is this? What lake is this? Where's my Atlanta people at? Oh, Richard B. Russell Lake. And then we're going to make the turn. I don't know what lake this is up here, but yeah, we're way too north of there. Lanier is further west. We were doing good. Classic Jet Senpai, we were doing good. Flying turboprops through cold fronts, now we're talking oat milk. Look, no, I'm talking against oat milk, alright? No oat milk. Let me see if there's any Hendrix sound-alikes. There's probably not. I wish I could just play, like, a music and not... I thought YouTube was going to have a thing where you could play normal music. No. Nope, that ain't gonna do it. There we go, get some old blues rock. Twitch has it, but not YouTube yet? Alright. There we go. There's no oat milk with this right here. I dare you to turn to the YS-11 captain and ask if he likes oat milk. Good way to get slapped in the face. What's this one? Oh, yeah. Now we're cooking with gas, chat. Now we're cooking with gas. Here's a flight for you for Alaska. Pankrin, GNA, and Padu. What's Padu? I know that identifier. That Dutch Harbor? What's Padu? Unalaska. Dutch Harbor, baby. Yeah. You know, I was going to do that flight today, or I was going to fly out of a Dutch Harbor. Problem was the weather was so bad that we weren't going to see anything. Like, the clouds were so low. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Anchorage? Oh, man, that's a long flight, dude. 688 miles. We'll have to break it up. Maybe we'll do Anchorage to, what's that one that's kind of cool? Salmon something? We'll do Anchorage to King Salmon. And then King Salmon to Nelson's Lagoon. And then Nelson's Lagoon to Dutch Harbor. Maybe we'll have a, maybe we'll do that. That's a long, that's 600 miles in this thing. Dude, how long did that take? It'd take all day long. That was done in a YS-11 non-stop. Dude, how long is that going to take? So we're cruising 200 for 3 hours at least. It's going to take over 3 hours. I mean, that'd be kind of fun. Do a long haul in a YS-11, watch a green dot. Should we do that on Friday, chat? Or should we fly the A340? Fernando, I have not flown the A340 yet. What's Kodiak? That's what I was looking for, Classic Jet. What's Kodiak's identifier? I want to do some helicopter ops. Pad Q, Pad Q, Pad Q. Oh, man, there's so many good routes. Okay, what if instead of going to Dutch Harbor, we did Anchorage to Kodiak, and then Kodiak to King Salmon. Do a two-legger. Simbrief gave a block of 405. Airtime 337. Chat. That's a long time to be in a YS-11. Oh, we're turning. Why are we turning? I don't know if we're supposed to be turning yet. We're not. We just flew over the top of the VOR. Alright, we need to be coming to the right. Let's do this. Heading track. Outbound course from Electric City 023 is what we're looking for. In the turn. Look up the Reeve timetable. Oh, yeah. I know. Well, I had the Revolution livery ready to go, man. The only thing I don't like about the Revolution livery is it doesn't have chrome engines, and I think the chrome looks better just because of the way the textures are on this airplane. But it's still a sweet livery. I mean, look, you can even see, like, the pressurization dimpling on this thing. Like, I mean, for $12 freaking dollars, man. Let's go. Let's go. Let's come to 035. Or let's just get on course here. 040 to intercept. The 023 is what we need. I also want to do Japan ops too, because we have the world update. Alright, you can see on our flight track cam we definitely overshot. It's alright. Oh, I would love an Electra. Man, I would... Whoever did the flight modeling for this, I said this earlier on the first leg. Whoever did the flight modeling, come on, let's do a Lockheed Electra next. That's what we need. A Lockheed Electra with a good sound pack. I wonder if we can even get a... I mean, the sounds aren't bad on this, but if we could get a FT Sim, maybe a little bit of enhancement on certain things, be kind of cool. Yeah, J'Aviation has been cooking with deliveries, dude. I downloaded almost all of them that he has. They're awesome. You did ground control at Anchorage, Tracon, Revolution Air, Wien Air, Alaska. Nice, rough landings. That's awesome, man. Well, welcome to the channel. What's the max range on this thing? Could you imagine doing a long haul? Everyone wants to do a long haul in the 340, and I do it in the YS-11. Are there any YS-11 green dots? We could do... Oh, the Revolution one was a Lockheed Electra that had the prop go through the cabin, wasn't it? I was going to say we could watch that. I could just demonetize the stream and just watch like a air crash investigation video. That'd be kind of fun. But I think it would still... I think I would still get copyright striked for that. That's the problem. I don't know how that works. Oh, Jeremy, yeah, it reminds me of the Electra, too. Absolutely. Absolutely, Jeremy.
Piedmont 357, contact Atlanta Center 13 for point 8. Have a good one.
Ooh, go fly out of the Typhoon. Yeah, it'd be fun, too. All right, here comes our course line. Lead it with the heading bug. Track engaged. Juice. Tracking outbound. The next freak. What do we say? 112?
Affirm. Taxi at my discretion. Piedmont 5956.
Let's see. The next freak. 12-2 Sugarloaf. See, my sim lags when I open this. I'm going to stop using this for this flight. I'm going to start, well, not for this flight, but for the, I'm going to try to use the default flight planner because it's pretty good. But every time I open Navigraph charts, I get a lag. 112-2, and then this is where it gets tricky. We'll have to pick up the Tri-City approach. Might have to do a full-blown approach. 14-6. 12-2. Do I have 12-2 dialed in? I do. 12-2. We haven't picked it up yet. Ooh, Connie. Wait, the Red Wing Connie works in 24. Is it any good? Those big honking turboprops, classic jet. Yes, sir. I'm just surprised this thing's flew under the radar for me. Like, I saw it, and I was like, eh. But, man, when I saw the liveries, when I saw the Eagle liveries from Javiation, Piedmont, all the good liveries, I was like, okay, I'm going to try it just because I'm a sucker for this era of flying. And, dude, I was so pleasantly surprised. So pleasantly surprised. Best $12 ever spent. In 2024, I have issues with the gyro pilot. Oh, for the Connie? What's up, Captain? Good to see you, sir. Am I ever going to fly the Starship again? Yeah, man. There's too many props to fly, dude. We might fly the Duke here later this evening. Let's see. That was what I said I was going to do. Today's a day of props. But we might fly the Turbine Duke later. Starship is awesome. There's just so many, man. I did see the Air Aruba, yes. The new one, yep. Looks good. Look at that. Just passed over Greenville, Spartanburg. Well, Spartanburg is to our east, but we're going over Greenville. Out the right wing. Can't see anything. Final destination is Tri-Cities. Tri-Cities. You can always check the flight tracker cam on the link pinned at the top of the description. Optimized for mobile devices. The way you can keep track of the stream. Just don't stream and drive. Aviation also did Continental liveries for the 772, except the one I want the most. Really?
Contact Atlanta Center 135.35.
He did Continental liveries on the 777?
Atlanta Center, Piedmont 357.
You look, but it didn't tell you. It should tell you at the top of the screen. It should tell you at the top of the screen.
357 Atlanta Center, roger.
All right, we've just picked up. Getting ready for our changeover. See if we can do this properly. So 36:28. We've actually passed over the midway point. So now we're going to flip this around. So properly put her in heading mode so she doesn't turn. We'll go heading mode. Now we got to flip the radio switch. 112.2. 112.2. And while we're looking at it, we'll put the mountain one in here too so we can have that backup. In case we need it. Holston is 14.6. 14.6 over here on nav 2. Now we're going to center the needle up. Notice the airplane didn't turn at all. Go right back into track mode. A little bit of an S-turn. It's about as smooth as we can make it for 1965. Is it Airplane Heaven 707? I never tried it, man. Everyone said to stay away from it. I almost did it because Nabil was cooking with a video with it. Give me a second, chat. I don't know why I can't get the mobile on my phone. What's going on?
November 4-1, 1 November. Kilo, contact Jacksonville Center, 132.5. Have a good one. Contact Jacksonville Center, 132.5, November.
Oh well.
1 November.
I couldn't get the trying to get something pulled up on my phone. I couldn't get it to work. Oh yeah, it says it. I got the vertical cam on my thing now. All right, we got to start looking at charts here though for approaches. Let's go to Tri-Cities. Approaches, ILS-5 or 23. Weather is, oh my goodness, 010 at 8. 010 at 8, gusting 16. So that leaves us with 23. Our ILS-5.
Piedmont 357, contact Atlanta Center 132.625.
Probably ILS-5, right?
Contact Atlanta Center 132.625, Piedmont 357. Atlanta Center, Piedmont 357, 1 for 14,000.
Piedmont 357, Atlanta Center.
All right, we'll pause the music. We got to go to work. It's getting really hot in my office, chat. All right. Let me go back here. Back. Flight planner. Back. Back. Tri-Cities. Info. Weather, runways, 7 knot, tailwind on 23, so we're not doing that one. Runway 5 is recommended with a 7 knot headwind, so that is what we're going to do. So if I go to charts, Tri-Cities, approach, ILS for, doesn't have it. Wait, what? ILS 5. General. Why don't we have charts for 5? There we go. ILS 5. All right. Oh yeah, Josh. Landman Season 2? I'm ready, baby. I'm ready. Center Piedmont 357 request radar vectors for the ILS runway 5. Okay, that's fine. But I'm going to set up 14.6. Oh, we don't have it yet, huh? What was Sugarloaf? Freak? 112.2. There we go, 112.2. We're 3 miles from that, and then from there we got to make a left turn. How's our fuel? Fuel is good. Let me go back to the lag charts here for a second. After mountain is 008. Get turning over there, heading 008. Track that outbound. Man, I should have hit the lab before this flight. I might have to do a quick lab break before we start down, chat. How much time we got? What's the distance between Sugarloaf? 62 miles? Yeah, we ain't got time. I'm going to do a quick lab break. I'm going to come back to the left here. We'll intercept this course line, and then I'm going to run to the lab. And then we'll be ready to start down for our approach. All right. Course line is coming to life. 008 is what we want. Wait for it to center up a little bit more. Here it comes. And track. Beautiful. Alright, I gotta run to the lav. You have control. Don't touch anything. Let me go back here. Be right back. I love how the overhead bins aren't even bins, they're just overhead things. Alright. Be right back, chat. Be right back.
Atlanta Center, expect radar vectors, runway 9er. Piedmont 357, Atlanta Center.
What happened? Alright, wash your hands. Do our little thing. Alright. Let's go. What'd I miss? No. Center request runway 5 radar vectors ILS.
Piedmont 357, confirm arrival runway change 05.
Yes, lady.
Affirmative, Piedmont 357.
Piedmont 357, roger. Change to 05 approved. New instructions to follow.
Beautiful. All right, so
landing runway 05, affirm Piedmont 357.
Cool, we got a runway change. I like it. We got a runway change. 05 is ready to go.
Piedmont 357, Atlanta Center. Expect radar
That's
vectors,
what I want.
runway 5.
Okay, so radar vectors to runway 5. We'll go back to Flight Planner, and we'll go back to here. We'll go back to Tri-Cities. We'll go back to Charts. We'll go back to ILS 5, 111.5 and 050. So we're not picking up anything yet. Oh, yep, we did. Good.
357, Atlanta Center. Expect radar vectors, runway 5.
1146. Oh, do I have to respond to that? Sorry.
Expect radar vectors, runway 5, Piedmont 357.
Why can't I dial in 1146? Chat, why can't I dial in 1146? Did I do something? What the heck did I do? What the heck did I do here?
Piedmont 357, Tri-Cities Regional Tienva landing runway 5.
Tri-Cities Regional TNVA, landing runway 5, Piedmont 357.
Tienva? Okay, so that's got hosed.
Piedmont 357.
Can I do 111.5?
Tri-City approach 134 point for 25. Have a good one.
What's wrong with my radios?
Contact Tri-City approach, Piedmont 357. Have a good one.
Oh, you know what? It's because I think because I did
Piedmont
this.
357. Good afternoon. 1 for 14,100. We have Yankee on board.
Watch this. Frequencies set.
Piedmont 357, Tri-City approach. Good afternoon. Altimeter 3017.
Screwed it up somehow.
Expect the visual approach, runway 5.
Altimeter 3017. Expect the visual approach, runway 5, Piedmont 357.
Okay, we'll expect the visual runway 5.
Piedmont 357, descend and maintain 5,800, altimeter 3017.
Descend and maintain 5,800, altimeter 3017, Piedmont 357.
There we go, 5,800. I don't know why I can't set my frequency properly. That's not good. I don't know what's going on with that. It's like my radio got jacked up. And now I can't even set 111.5. It just skips it. Yeah, that is weird. Anybody seen that? Chase, the SOB is trash, man. The default SOB is trash. And it's terrible because I really wanted it to be good. But the default SOB is so far past even flyable for me. It's just awful, dude. Alright, so I guess what we'll have to do is we're just going to fly our heading right now. Because I don't know what the heck's going on with my radio. I'll have to put 111.5 in over here. See, this one works fine. 111.5 on nav 2. Something jacked up the radio frequency spacing when I did tune via the EFB. So note to self, don't do that again. All right, we're descending down. We'll get the seatbelt sign on here.
774, descend and maintain 2,500 feet.
Descend and maintain 2,500 feet. Piedmont 774.
Piedmont 774, turn right, heading 0 for 5.
Looks like someone else is landing runway 5. I managed to get default SOB to work. It's not great, but there are definitely worse. I haven't messed with it since, wow, look at that sunset, dude. Good night. I haven't messed with it since the release of the sim, so maybe it's been updated or fixed, but...
Airport is at your 12 o'clock 9 miles. Report the field in sight.
Is it the wide switch? What'd I do? Norm wide? No. That's normal override, which I don't think you can, I can't move it anyway.
Piedmont 774, contact Tri-City Tower 119.5, see you.
Contact Tower 119.5, Piedmont 774.
Well, hopefully we can get down here and get a visual. I'm coming through 10,000 feet. Let's go ahead and we'll leave those off. We'll get these on, these on. No smoking is coming on. Fuel trims are coming up. Fuel trims are up. And I forgot to bring these back down, but they should have been here the whole flight. And then on approach, we'll move them full forward. 2,000 feet a minute, we're going down to 5,800. The Magic Barrel Ref update, 3013 is set. I just don't like the fact that we're not going to have a flyable ILS now. How did I screw this up? It goes from 540 to 490. So bizarre. Outside air temp is right above 10C, so let's hustle down. Yeah, Will, I'm going to try that here as soon as I get to... I'm going to try to just auto-tune the Loke. Can I auto-tune the localizer, freak? I don't think you can. That's the problem. Ground, FSS, those are comms. Yeah, I can't, I don't, yeah. I mean, I could tune this. It'll let me tune that one, but 114590, it's like it's in tens or something. It's off. Yeah, see, 640, 590. It won't let me untune it. Are you going to reduce the speed? Nah, we're hustling down. Ooh. I can see where we're going. Can I request a visual approach? Actually, we can just cancel IFR. Center, Piedmont 357. Like to cancel IFR. We have the field in sight.
Piedmont 357, continue.
What does that mean? Continue what? I'm going to fly my own heading then. Oh, that's freaking beautiful. Oh, chat, we descended below our altitude. Chat. 5,800. We're 800 feet low. She's not letting me off IFR. Well, I'm going to... That's the good thing about beyond ATC. I'll do what I want to do. Look at the brown trees, man. I love the brown trees. Look at the brown trees, chat. I love brown trees. It's fall.
Piedmont 357, turn left, heading 285, vectors for the approach.
All right.
Turn left, heading 285, Piedmont 357.
Yeah, I can't wait for VFR to be on ATC. Look at that. There's real life down there, though, chat. That is real life. Remember we used to have mods to change colors of the trees? It's so nice. I wish I could have my panel lights on brighter, but... Might have to turn the floodlight on here. Does that help? Not quite. Flight recorder, get you ready. She's got us in tight though, man. The airport's right off our right-hand side. Should be right there somewhere. She's going to set us up for like a downwind or something.
Turn left, heading 265, Piedmont 357.
$5 to whoever can spot the airport first.
Piedmont 357, turn left, heading 265, descend and maintain for 1,000 feet.
Turn left, heading 265, descend and maintain for 1,000 feet, Piedmont 357.
265, 4,000, down we go, 1,000 to go. I think you will be able to, Will. I think you will be able to use it in career mode. This will be a huge career mode airplane. See, number 2 is on 111.5, yeah. Windy, though. I can hear the wind. Where'd the airport go, chat? Where's the airport? It should be off our right, past the rivers. There it is, right there. Duh. I was looking too far behind me. Look at that. Piedmont 357, airport in sight. Request visual approach, runway 5.
Piedmont 357, confirm new approach visual runway 05.
Affirmative. Request visual approach, runway 05. Autopilot's off.
Piedmont 357, Tri-City approach, altimeter 3017. Expect the visual approach, runway 5.
Altimeter 3017, expect the visual approach, runway 5, Piedmont 357.
I'm going to just fly my own little approach here then, chat.
Piedmont 357, descend, maintain 2,600.
Let's move these up.
Descend, maintain 2,600, Piedmont 357.
Piedmont 357, turn right, heading 350. Intercept the 5 localizer vectors for the approach.
Turn right, heading 350, intercept the 5 localizer, Piedmont 357.
Flaps 10. Airport's at our 1 o'clock.
Piedmont 357, airport is at your 2 o'clock, 7 miles, report the field in sight.
In sight, baby. Recording's on.
We have the field, Piedmont 357.
164, gears coming down.
Piedmont 357, cleared visual approach, runway 5.
Cleared visual approach 5, Piedmont 357.
Piedmont 357, contact Tri-City Tower 119.5.
Over to Tower 119.5, Piedmont 357. Tri-City Tower, Piedmont 357, visual runway 5.
Piedmont 357, Tri-City Tower, wind 015 at 8, gusts 16. Runway 5 cleared to land.
Runway 5 cleared to land, Piedmont 357.
Maybe we should land flaps 20 on this instead. Flaps 25, set. Ooh, we're getting low. Ooh, little sinker there, power, power, power. Ooh, it's gusty, chat. This is not San Jose 2.0. We got some wind to deal with here. There we go, get back on a path here. The props are spooled, sounds are coming up for touchdown. I feel like I'm out of trim here. Golly. Here comes the sinker. Fly it into the ground here. Just fly it down. Oh, too firm. I needed more flare. Ground idle. I needed more flare. See, there is no float problem on this airplane either.
Piedmont 357, exit right at Bravo.
Exit right at Bravo.
That was an oofer.
357.
That was an oofer. I gotta get better. We'll get better, chat. We'll get better. Flaps are coming up.
Piedmont 357, contact ground 121.5.
Rough Landings, that's an appropriate name. What's up? You were getting stutters real bad on the ground? What are you talking about, dude? I haven't had a single stutter. Beautiful. We're gonna cross this runway here. Just gonna go to the ramp. Park it, baby. Park it. Alexandra Bellini dropping a 50 sub bomb. My goodness. Alexandra Bellini, thank you so much for a massive 50 sub bomb to the channel. Thank you so much. That is very generous. If you pick up a membership with Alexandra, make sure you shout out, say thank you. That is far too kind. Thank you. Hope you're having a wonderful afternoon. Enjoying some retro Piedmonter ops.
Hold short runway 5, Piedmont 357.
I'm just looking for a parking spot here. I don't even know where to go. Just park over next to this Eagle flight. Do these work? I don't know how to pull it. Alexandra Bellini, the memberships are still going off. Thank you so much for that. Massive sub bomb. Park right next to this E-Jet here. A little bit of a nose wheel scrub there. Park, brake, set. I should stay back down there. Cool. All right, let's go ahead and shut her on down. Pitot heats are coming off. Avionics are coming off. Boost pumps are coming off. And cut off. Hope everything is fine and sorry for Stanley. Hey, Alexandra Bellini, thank you so much for the 44 months of support. And again, the massive 50 sub bomb. Yeah, thank you. Stanley was a good boy, man. He was a good doggy. Thank you, Alexandra. Appreciate all the support. All right, we're down and stopped. Let's take a look at our landing rate on that one. You can see our vectoring from ATC was actually pretty good. We've actually had some good vectors. Beyond ATC has definitely made some progress in that. Ooh, landing rate. I'm not going to show you that one. Whoops. All right, let's see what it looks like here. Let's go replay mode. Oh, I should have put these in forward. And I got to put flaps out manually, right? So I need to go pause, run it forward, resume. Flaps are coming down. Oh no, they're coming down. Excellent. All right. All right, we're cooking with gas. We can turn our lights on. Works great with replay mode too. Love it. So good, so close. Glad to see a classic turbo on 2.4. Me too, Digital Mark. Oh, look at the dam right there. Digital Mark, do you have this bird? I think you're gonna like it, man. $12. Timu Saab. It's what we need, man. Fly this around the Pacific Northwest. I love it. I love it, man. We might do a long haul on this. For $12, man. It flies so fine. And it's such a challenge. It's a challenge, like, it's easy to learn, but hard to master. Like, landing this thing, flaps 30. I probably should have done flaps 25 there. I was having a really hard time getting stable with the winds gusting. I mean, look at the airplane rocking around. But, There we go. We got her locked in. See, I pulled the power too early. I gotta not pull the power. See, I pulled the power and we chunked it. We chunked it with the power. Let's see. Yeah, see, if I would have left the power in, we would have been fine. All right, so where did we touch down? Right about there. So let's go ahead and go back here. Do Faviano replay mode. We're gonna go showcase cam, reset. Do that. Drone lock mode on. Come around here like so. Put it right on the 1,000 footers. Turn you off. Zoom in. Lock mode on. Alright, let's watch this. Look at the beautiful sky, man. Yeah, Josh. Who thought V won't ever glaze an any builds project this much? Dude, I'll glaze whatever is good. Look at the winds we were fighting, man. Yeah, see, don't pull the power. It's kind of like the Q400, right? Don't pull that power, man. Don't pull that power. All right, sails coming up. I'll run you all the way back. Let's do a night approach here so you kind of see into the night mode. A late blue hour. All right, I'm going to sign off, chat. We may or may not be doing a Duke stream this evening. Keep an eye out on the channel for that. But, I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed something different today. I've been looking for something different in the sim for me to fly and enjoy, and something that's not super complex, but something that's just fun. And with the liveries that this airplane has, we can fly a lot of cool places. So, hope you enjoyed it. Thank you all for the support. Again, thank you, Alexandra, coming in there at the end with a massive 50 sub bomb. Very, very kind of you. And many more along the way. We had a long stream. We've been live for a couple hours now. So thank you all for the support. Until the next one. Remember to hit the like button on the way out. Stay safe. Stay healthy on V1. Soup! Look at the lights on the prop. Oh, that's so cool.